welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Hey, happy Friday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout, presented by Two Hoots Hard Iced Tea, a Boulder Real Brew Tea. Don't just give a hoot, give two. Lots to get to on the show today. There's a lot to come. Matt Iwanyk, Jay Milne, Tom Gazzola with you here. And then from Blindman, how do I pronounce your last name properly, Hans?
Doef.
Doef. I should have probably done that before we went on the air.
No, it's better.
That's a big
Oh,
mistake.
that's
Bob.
awkward. Like that 20-second delay.
Oh, man.
We have, so I give a warning to people. There's a little bit of a beef before the show started.
No
Literally
beef.
seconds
I wouldn't say it's
before.
beef.
No
I'd
beef.
say
You guys
it's-
are coming at me. You guys are coming.
No, we're not.
All I
No,
do
we're
is I
not.
tell people that are newer to the Hangout that we sit, when the intro starts, we're live on TuneIn, our mics are live. And I just give a heads up that we sit in silence for 20 seconds. So that when, I don't want people talking over the intro or something. And then you guys just made it a big deal.
You
Well,
made it a bit.
Is this awkward for you right now?
I would actually say it was pretty special to be in silence with new acquaintances,
All right.
new potential future friends.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
So to
yes.
be in that space was actually kind of a gift. Actually.
Nice.
So thank you.
It's the magic of
Turn it
what we
back.
do.
But I'd like to still give a heads up. To just in case. What if somebody just feels like this is, maybe do I have to speak right now or what's going on? I just try to let them know that we just sit for 20 seconds in silence.
Hey, man, it's your show.
Yeah, you do you.
Go Copa.
There's a lot to actually get to with this.
Clicks.
So
Yeah, round of
clicks.
clicks.
Round of clicks.
we have to
round
talk
of
about the $100 hole-in-one contest.
$100.
$100,000.
We're really cheaping out this year.
$100,000. Want to get to that, presented by Golf Town at the Ranch. We will talk a lot of Edmonton Oilers and Game 1 win.
We have to talk about Hans's jersey because I have a story.
We'll get into Hans'
legendary.
jersey. I have given you guys Copa America stickers. I bought a 5-pack. I gave you 2 a pack. I gave Dusty, Eric, and Zach a pack to
Thank
open.
you.
At 10 o'clock, my tickets go on sale for Copa America. And during the Hangout, I got to buy my tickets. So I'm going to be on my laptop's there, my wallet's there. I'm going to have to purchase some tickets at that point.
I have to send
email-
tickets right now to DVD for tomorrow's football game.
Oh, you got to do
Thank
that
you
too.
for the reminder.
This is a full show of just cleaning up the week, I guess.
Yeah,
But
it's-
thanks for tuning in on YouTube, iHeart, TuneIn, and EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
What's the problem
It's an
here?
errand run.
Yeah, it's an errand show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you quickly want to get to your stickers here
You,
before we get
okay,
into
yeah,
the
I
show?
can do that. I was trying to send tickets to
Well,
a friend
while
that
he's
bought
opening
tickets from
his,
me.
I
But
didn't know
Well,
this was
you have a lot of time to that. We only have 2 hours for the Hangout.
Okay, so I've got Paulo Guerrero, Brian Cortez.
this is not as satisfying as opening a pack of cards.
It's
different.
Rafael
I'm
Vega.
okay with that.
Vega.
Yeah, okay. And there's like 400 cards to collect.
Houston.
That's all these players.
You're going to get them all.
You got Houston.
And Arturo Vidal.
Vidal. Hernan would like Vidal. Chilean.
Hey,
So a DVD.
Hernan, I'm going to save this for you. Vidal.
Those are going in our sticker book. We have
doesn't
a
care.
EST sticker book that we're putting them in.
Sans Vidal.
No, Vidal. I've already got a Chilean sticker.
I guess
for
you did buy these, so they are technically yours. So
No,
There
no,
you
it's
go.
not. It's just we have like Eric's been giving me some, and we've been filling out an EST book. But when we have doubles, I have a double Chilean logo. You can have that one. He also
Hans,
forgot
are
Tommy's
you
media pass.
Hans, are you a soccer
forgot
guy,
it.
football guy?
Pretty much straight up Oilers.
Yeah,
Getting into soccer.
forgot.
yeah. What's going on?
Sorry,
You guys running errands
We're
again?
beefing.
Well, no, because we got our Elks media passes. Sorry to interrupt, but Tommy didn't get one, and I'm sure I put him on the list, but I'm questioning maybe I didn't.
Hernan
Or did
says
Hernan just
he
forget?
You
told
know
me
who
it was
did
you.
get one? This guy.
Well, green and gold kickoff and post game show here on EST.
Boom.
What was the question you asked?
Is Hans into soccer,
Yes.
football?
Oh,
Very youth soccer.
All right.
Like kiddo.
Oh,
children.
okay,
Kiddos.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
that's-
big time into that right
How
now.
many nights a week are you into soccer?
4.
Yeah, Monday through Thursday. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday.
And then guess what?
Right during a 6:30 start.
These organizers, these pricks, they ran a double tournament. So my oldest daughter's in a tournament this weekend, and my middle daughter's in a tournament. I literally had to write a schedule and put it on the fridge so we know where we're going and what time. And guess what?
What?
8 a.m. on Sunday.
Gross.
What are we doing?
We're playing soccer. It's the beautiful game.
It's not a beautiful game.
You know
It's
what
a
we're doing at 8 a.m.
terrible
on
game.
Sunday? We're throwing on the VIP golf show on EdmontonSportsTalk.com with Murray and Curtis.
That's how
I
you
know.
do it.
That's what I wanted to do.
That's
Throw
how
that
you
in
do
the
it.
AirPods. put the AirPods in, and watch some soccer.
I already told Rose.
Sounds like a plan.
Rose that we're not going to make that game. She's like, why not? I'm like, it's the day of Sabbath, Rose.
Actually, isn't Sabbath Saturday?
My Sabbath. I recognize Sabbath on Sundays. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. It's a
I don't think
technicality that I don't want to dive into, I guess.
What stickers did you get?
Okay, thanks for asking. Brandon Aguilera. What country is that? Curacao? They're not in
No,
the
it's at
Copa
the very
America.
top left. Croatia.
CRC. I thought this
Or,
was Copa
Costa Rica,
America.
Costa Rica,
Costa Rica.
sorry,
Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Silly me. Costa Rica. I should know
Rica.
better. Andres Cubas. Paraguay?
Probably.
Yeah.
Paraguay. Yep.
Thank you. Roberto Fernandez. Bolivia.
Okay. Not getting any.
I don't know
Canadians
what
right
he's
now.
looking at, but he's there.
They just take random pictures.
Angelo
Oh, you got a gold one.
Prasado. Or
That's a big deal.
that one's a good one.
There's a
Seriously?
gold. Like
All
there's
right.
different color borders, and I think you got like one of the top ones. Well done.
Thank you.
Alright.
I guess.
Cool. I didn't get any of those, but whatever.
Your
I
day,
haven't got any of them. I opened up World Cup stickers.
Jay's special.
And
Your
I've
day
opened
will
up Copa,
come.
and I've never got one of those.
Angelo Preciado from Ecuador.
And
And Tyler Adams, USA.
that's such an American name. After you read
Ben
through all
Smith.
those names,
No, Dan Smith, BYU.
Rero,
Yeah.
Tyler Adams.
USA. He's
That
from
was- yeah.
Connecticut.
my buddy Kyle from Sunfresh says hi. He used to work moving greenhouse product to retail for your family.
Hey, Kyle.
They were his bosses, he says.
Yep.
So,
Good to see you, Kyle. Somehow.
All right.
That's awesome.
good job, Kyle.
Yeah. Hello,
Thank
Kyle.
you for that.
Good morning.
Well, I'm glad you know him because
Yeah,
I always
dude,
feel like
Kyle.
weird. Like, say hi to this person. I mean, like,
I love
do you
it.
actually know him? But
Yeah.
you what?
I love it. I love like bringing people together.
That's, so
Since 2023.
Kyle.
That's what you guys have been doing.
We try. We try.
He's my
Now,
golf buddy.
I have a question for you, Hans, because I've wondered this. Is the Five of Diamonds Pilsner paying homage to the Len Thompson lure which is the biggest in the world? Is
Yes.
located in Lacombe.
100%.
Did you know that?
No, I just got the beer because I liked it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maddie. The Five of Diamonds. Now it is not a Five of Diamonds though. The lure, the actual lure.
It is a five. Of
Is it a
diamonds.
Five of Diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Five of Diamonds is their most popular lure, and they've been making fish hooks in Lacombe for the last 90 years. And we, in order to use their branding and assets, we pay into a royalty into conservation efforts. So every can, 10 cents per can, goes to fisheries restocking and other conservation efforts. So we've talked about like 6 trout ponds and like a fully accessible dock in Lacombe, right underneath the giant fish hook, which is the world's largest fish hook, and it's a big Five of Diamonds fish hook. So we actually brew the beer like 3 blocks from there. So
Crazy.
it's a pretty cool connection.
Now that 10 cents that goes to conservation efforts, does that have to come from a can that's full of beer, or is it generally empty?
It starts full and then gets drank. Yeah. So let's crush this beer.
Jay's donating to the cause.
Love it.
I'm just trying to save the fish, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're taking one for the team. Proud of you.
Somebody's got to
You're
do it,
doing
guys.
God's work, man.
Doing it well.
None of us were doing it.
Yeah.
What an awful
But
task.
you jumped in. You jumped in
Yeah.
head first. and I'm proud of
Honestly,
you.
this is one of my favorite, go-to, like a nice light pill.
So has like I remember getting it the first time 5 or 6 years ago, and it was the can and the label that caught my attention. And I was like, hey, like what the hell's going on here? And then I saw Lager and I'm like, okay, I'm in. And like it is a go-to if I need something cool, fresh, crisp. Don't get me wrong, I love my 6 o'clockers, but this was one that I have like a nice deep connection when I started going away from like the big name industry beers to the more craft side and supporting local. That was one that just it caught me because of the hook. So it hooked me.
Yeah.
But by the eye, not via the mouth.
Yeah. It's awesome, Tom.
Well, and good for you guys to do that with the partnership with Len Thompson, but even better is to take advantage of that logoing. I mean, if you're a northern pike fisher in Alberta, which most people are, the Five of Diamonds is synonymous with fishing on any of Alberta's lakes.
It's pretty hilarious. We've had a couple people on social take pictures of them cutting out a piece of the can, putting a barb on it, and like catching a pike with the actual part of the can. It's pretty funny.
They can't stay away.
That's
Ingenuity.
ingenuity and free advertising. That's actually pretty good.
We were talking earlier about just outside. And to be honest, just so everybody's clear, Hans was not prepared, necessarily to come on, but he definitely
Gracious,
stepped
yeah.
up and
Yeah.
and graciously took
was
the fourth
fantastic.
seat. So thank you for doing that. But Lacombe itself, a lot of people, I mean, obviously on number 2, you kind of go around it naturally on number 2. But the town site and the downtown of Lacombe, it is a real treasure if you have not taken the time. And it's not hard. Just keep going straight. Or take that turn off, get into Lacombe. It is worth it. Like, just if you have an extra 45 minutes, an hour on your way down to Calgary, stop in. It is beautiful. It's like going back in time, going down to that main street, right?
Yeah, super proud of it. It's 100% stop in. There's so many cool places to visit. Lots of historic stuff to check out, murals, and it's very walkable, and it has a pretty good brewery, I think, too. So
Stop in and see Hans at the brewery.
He gave the invite.
Yeah.
He did.
In the nasty chat, Josh, Blindman Brewing, awesome beer. Lars Y, Blindman is outstanding. Fun size Andrea, who was, I think, at
Andrea was there
Hudson's
last night, and Jay.
Blindman is delicious. Don Ellis, Blindman, very good craft beer. So a lot of love coming in the nasty chat right now.
love it.
What'd you make of the Oilers game last night?
Oh, it was so intense. It was
Pins and needles?
Pins and needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was very pumped. I did not expect a W in the first game, but I'm so pumped that we're up one already.
Yeah. Magic moments are what the big guys do, and I think McDavid had one last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
but
4-minute kill and
the 4-minute kill, his like seemingly open net that somehow the name of the goaltender is escaping
Ottinger.
me for the other team.
Yeah. And then Chris
Ottinger.
Tanev
Jake
got in
Ottinger.
there too.
Ottinger got a stick on. I mean, and then to have that, bounce back for Connor McDavid, which what a pass by Bouchard to see that happening. That whole play, if you look back at it, there were so many. I mean, obviously, if you look back on every play on probably any goal that's scored in the NHL, you could see a seam and a trail of how it got to that point. But that one in particular, with Nuge fighting for that puck, kicking it out, and then to somehow have Connor McDavid alone in front of the net at that juncture of the game, and an absolute laser from Bouchard.
yeah.
It's a goal you don't see that often. That hard redirection.
Great low angle shot from inside the boards. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yes,
They had it on
yes,
the broadcast,
yes.
but it gave you like a perfect, you could see the line of sight, Bouchard creeping down right away, fires it over, and just the quick redirect by McDavid and the reaction. I thought that was a nice shot.
I was a quick aside. I was talking with Matt earlier. What do you guys think of the camera angle in Dallas? Do you guys like it?
Oh, it's a
or
bit
do you
lower.
not?
Great point.
Because I'm seeing 2/3 of a hockey game every game. What do you
Florida's
guys
the
think?
same way.
Yeah.
Actually, Dallas a little bit higher. Florida, yeah. Dallas kind of has it, the rink is very big. It's very spacious, like all things in Texas, and it's kind of the angle I think of the lower bowl is flatter than most NHL buildings. So that's part of it, and it's not just a Stars thing, but the fans stand up.
That's
Yeah.
That's what I was.
It's
gonna
a
say.
Texas thing.
Who
They do it for
stands?
I love
football.
it. I love it.
They do it for like the last
It's a
10
sports
minutes.
thing. For some of
It's
it.
not
they do
a
it at
Eric and
football.
well, not here,
and that
but
takes
it's-
away too.
There's a like when Ice Taka happened, Canada, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica. Like a few of us went. We stood in the supporters section. We stood. Like there's sections that are you stand, and there's just even you go to NFL game. A lot of games, people are like I was at a Seahawks game. Lower bowl is all standing for the entire game. There's
Yeah.
just something college football. You watch it. A lot of people just standing the entire football game. There's a culture of some sports where it's you stand. You don't need your seat. You're standing. You go to a concert. You stand.
I'm not saying
And
it's a bad thing for sports. I'm a big advocate of you bought that seat, you do whatever the hell you want with it, and they all stand.
It's great. I love it.
Right.
But I think it brings a little extra atmosphere. I think it makes it feel a little closer.
I think
and it feels more intimate.
I think the camera crew is having a tough time though, because sometimes when it's on the inside boards,
Yeah.
they don't know where the puck is, and then
Yeah.
they try to grab another camera angle, and then it's choppy because there's some delay. I think it's optically as a viewer, I think there's some challenges for watching a game in that place.
Especially because we're trained to watch games certain ways, the way the broadcasts have been and evolved over the years. There's probably a producer in there that's losing his mind, going, "What the hell? Where do I go? What shot do I have?"
Yeah.
So there's probably a little bit of adapting that's going on as the game's progressing for sure.
Blindman's like getting an incredible
ton of
amount of love here.
Look at what you did, Hans. Look
good
what
to
you
see
did.
you. Hans on the
did.
show
Well,
today.
thanks for the invite. This
Derek
is fantastic.
Frith says, good to see Hans on the show today. See you at the brewery. Let's go Oilers. Blindman's patio is the best.
Yeah, we got 2 patios, one upstairs, one main level.
I've had this before, but Kyle did say to me, Blind Man Kettle Sour is, as he says, the tits. But it is. I love this.
The bazooms. Okay. The first thing I noticed when we said hi and introduced each other, I'm like, I had that jersey as a kid. That is like a late 80s, early 90s, old school CCM Oilers like replica jersey. Before like jerseys were so prevalent to buy. I think it was a bit tougher back in the day when we were younger. And where did you get that one?
Value Village.
Value Village.
In junior high. So this is like whatever. I'm 40, so whatever, like 98, 90, 97, 98.
Yeah. That would have been when those were like, oh, they're kind of old now. And I think my brother Paul took one from me because I had 2. I had one with my last name I was saying and number 11 because I loved Mark Messier when I was a really small kid. And then I had one like that size when I was a little bit older, and I stopped wearing it. And then my brother Paul, he wears it too. And I'm like, are you wearing a boy's medium? He's like, I love this jersey. This thing's amazing.
A boy's medium.
This is 100% the exact same boys medium. It's way too small, but I'll just keep wearing it.
It works when you have the hoodie.
You always wear the
Yeah.
under hoodie.
Like it looks good then at that, but it just looks like it's part of it.
If I was going to paint a picture of a local brewer that's an Oilers fan, this is the Picasso.
I was trying.
paint.
Thanks. I was going for that.
Even down to the hat. It's a very I'm a local brewer hat.
Shit, I don't have a beard, so that's the one.
You got a little bit of glow
a
there.
little bit of.
that
I
works.
just shaved this morning. Otherwise, it would have been full. Just kidding.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right. I can't grow a beard to save my life.
I've never really
I
tried.
can try, but my wife hates it. My kids hate it. It scratches their faces.
Yeah.
We're all sensitive skinned people around the Milne house.
I had to put some moisturizer on today.
So no playoff beards in your guys' roles.
Well, we did Chin Strap Awareness Month here, and I did that. I had to do it twice because charge is a thing. It is. I don't know if maybe you could
Ending
make
the
a
stigma. We're
Maybe
ending
you
the
could
stigma.
start a can for charge.
Please don't.
No.
The stigma is there for a reason with the church.
Yeah.
No man needs a chin strap at all.
Thank you. No, it doesn't need to
Dusty
feel,
Nelson is going to die on that hill.
and he's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chin Strap Awareness Month was just growing a chin strap, and I had it going on because that is the. I can't grow anything up here, but down in the neck area and the upper neck area, it's a pretty strong.
Does the chin
growth.
strap? Does the chin strap go over the chin or under the chin? Kind of wherever you.
Kind of
want?
outlines
Kind
your
of
jawline.
like, yeah.
Like, Dusty had a thick chin strap this year.
And the thinner, the better.
Yeah.
It raises more awareness, I should say, for the cause. But
I'm getting a lot of names in the nasty chat today. Freddie Paps, downtown Freddie Papernick from 1260. He's been texting me, but he's
All right.
also jumped in the nasty chat saying standing keeps energy up as well. And then Henry Shootsie. I talked to him a couple months ago, I think was the last time. But Sour Kettle are the best. But Shootsie in the nasty chat. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
A buddy through Yukon is a big bowler. Loves his bowling.
really, likes to
Shootsie
roll.
brothers
eh?
love their bowling. I can't
Probably-
remember if they like the 10 pin or the 5 pin.
I used to think that if you were a bowler, it was strictly 10-pin. But there is quite a large 5-pin community.
5 pin's Canadian.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very
5-pin is
Canadian.
Bonnie Doon.
What about the
5
one?
pins by Plaza? Is it Plaza?
Plaza
By
underneath
Nate?
Blind Duck.
I went there, went left-handed and rolled over 100. I was very proud of myself.
Good for you. when I think
Because
of
I couldn't do
5-pin,
it right. And I
think
finished
of
second. Lucas Holt beat me
Bonnie Doon
many
Lanes.
times.
Okay.
Sherwood Bowl. Sherwood Park has a 5-pin. It's raucous.
I like the 10
Get the
pins
black
still.
lights going in there.
It's a big thing now.
10 pins my thing.
I kind of get when it's 5 pin, and they have the speedometer.
You're
you're
going
just
for
going.
top
I'm
flight.
trying to go a little bit
Yeah.
too hard on that.
Because you want to get the speed.
It's all about
You don't
speed.
care about the pin at
It's
that
not
point.
points, it's speed.
Yeah.
But 10 pin, then I'm trying to knock pins down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to be smart with it. And Like when Shanks opens, it was
Reopen.
An
it was
EST
10 pin.
experience.
It was 10 pin there.
Right. They had
sticking
how
with
many?
10
What,
pin.
3 lanes? 2 lanes?
3 lanes, and they were always broken.
Right.
And the pins were on like strings, so they'd be like knocked down, and then they just hang up or something. Like
All
or,
the
like,
pins are on strings.
Well, I guess you're right. Like, don't they? Didn't they used to go sent to the back?
Well,
Depends
maybe,
on the system. Probably.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe they do have that rack now that sets them in and collects them, and then do, and
Theirs
then the
was
rack
theirs
goes
was
down.
a very. In the end, all I remember is it was very cheap looking. Like you noticed how bad it was and how like the pins could get tangled up or something, and you could see why that they were always closed. We'll fix that.
All right.
Well, that'll be Zactcom's job, obviously.
Is he gonna have time now that he's seeing a girl?
Yeah, he didn't. I asked him yesterday, "What are you doing tonight for the game?" He says, "I'm just watching by myself." Didn't tell me at all that he had a date last night.
And then he's complaining to Trev for Trev not inviting him to the range. And
Well, did you see Trev's Instagram post?
Yeah, it
No.
was
He
chastising.
posted a boomerang shot of him at Victoria driving range saying, "Zachary MHK, where are you?" As if to say that Zachary left him high and dry. Turns out that Zactcom was never even invited
That's
to
harsh.
said driving range. So I think the onus for this is on YouTube, Trev. Where are you at, YouTube, Trev?
He's sleeping right now, probably.
He should be in.
Is he in?
Supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't think we ever
didn't
mentioned
give
that
him a day off. Okay.
So
I'm
maybe
here.
he's taking it off. I don't know.
Maybe he is here.
Mark, Blindman Kettle Sour is amazing. And then Redbeard, joining late today, but Blindman is the best. There's a
Scott Lowry.
lot of damn love for you guys.
Holy he has like
What a way to welcome the morning.
hell yeah. What what do you guys got going on this summer?
Yeah.
There's always events that you're part of and promotions, things you could doing in the community.
Yeah.
What's going on? Give us the scoop.
Lots of fun parties, concerts at the brewery. We are in partnership with Dandy, so they're
nice.
doing a big thing called Sled Island. It's a big music fest in Calgary.
Nice.
And then we're actually Alley Cat is doing Great Outdoors Comedy Fest up here, and we're actually doing Great Outdoors Comedy Fest down there.
Excellent.
So we're activating on that. Awesome lineup in Calgary at the end of August too.
GreatOutdoorsComedyFestival.com for tickets. You can buy some Edmonton tickets for Kevin Hart and the Sundays, Burt Kreischer and Whitney Cummings. Friday's completely sold out, and we don't even have any more tickets because we gave away our
gave away.
Aiden won the VIP table for the Friday.
Nice.
But then there's shows in Calgary that you can check out, and there you can catch Blind Man. I guess it was the official beer sponsor of the Calgary show, and they're all over. If you're in Winnipeg, you can watch it there. They're in Spokane. It's a massive tour.
It is.
GreatOutdoorsComedyFestival.com.
I have a question for you in regard to that, like preparation. How many units are you moving on a weekend like that, where you got all? Hopefully the weather is awesome, great venue, great comedians. People want to just sip on a beer or two. Like, how do you guys get ready for something like that?
It's peak summer, so it's like a huge part of our production to plan for it, and from the merchandise to the beer to the staffing to all the promotion stuff. It's an effort. So it'll be right at the end of summer. So it's a big part of our whole thing.
Yeah.
And making a lot of extra beer for it for sure.
That's a good thing because the extra beer you make is what you're selling. So
Yeah.
I think that goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Well, I believe for the Great
Outdoors Comedy Festival.
Great Outdoors Comedy Festival here, Alley Cat is bringing 3.
I have the notes.
I think
They're
it is
bringing,
3.
I think it's 4 beers.
Oh,
Mandalorian maybe.
Yeah.
6 o'clocker. Can't remember the
Yeah.
other 2. They'll have a non-alcoholic and they'll have a couple of others.
oh okay.
Okay. What is Blind Man bringing to Calgary's?
Yeah, it'll be 5 beers as well. They want to keep it simple. So I forget exactly, but a couple IPAs, a couple lagers, and like a mid dark beer, and our non-alcoholic beer. We have a hop water. It's like a sparkling soda, like bubbly. So we do that, and that's wonderful too.
Okay, Scott Lowry was describing the process of non-alcoholic beer and how it has evolved and it tastes better because of how the process has changed. I think Scott Redbeard, if I'm getting this wrong, text in obviously, but I think before it was they would try to brew it to. Am I boring?
Yeah,
you?
I was about to say, is
I boring?
Tommy
Pardon
boring
me,
you?
am I boring you, Jay?
Is Hans boring you? Am I boring you? Are you bored right now?
What is? Please enjoy your delicious beer while I ask Hans a
Jeez.
question.
Wow.
It was an impromptu yawn.
What
Like,
an
screw
awful
off.
question, Tommy.
Like, I didn't even ask it.
Well, is that terrible, apparently, according to him.
You guys are
You're
dicks.
supposed to be glue guy, and Tommy's
Who's
just
being
trying
a dick right now?
He's
I yawned. Like, sue me.
May I proceed?
Sure.
Oh my God, your friend's off, dude. Okay, so Scott was saying that the non-alcoholic they brew it to make it try to taste like beer. Get out of here. And then now it's basically you brew the beer, then take the alcohol out. Am I reading that right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
How it's
there's
done? And it maintains the taste.
Yeah, there's ways to remove the alcohol with different like process or enzymes, and then that has more. It mimics real flavor better than the other way for sure.
Okay.
And it's getting better and better, and the demand for non-alcoholic products is getting higher and higher.
That's why I asked.
It's all you see, all the big companies doing it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's all
big
over
time.
the place. White Claws. I
There's
think
your
are
lesson
awesome.
for the day.
Tommy, I think that was a wonderful question. Thank you for asking
Thank
it.
you, Hans, for
It
being
was
patient
very
with that.
informative.
Yeah.
And I would never yawn through one of your questions.
He's friends off for the next half hour.
Only a half hour? Okay, I'll take that.
Well, maybe
That's a
an
good
hour.
penalty box.
You deserved it.
I yawned. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, like you yawn. That's
There you go. Okay, Hans.
Hans.
Hans Blindman Brewing. Thanks for coming.
what a
We kept you too long.
no, I what a treat. This is like impromptu. I hope you guys have a good, awesome day. A non-game day in advance of Saturday night. It's gonna be killer.
Yeah.
And
What's gonna
hopefully-
happen?
Who knows?
Oilers 2-0.
Oh, look at this.
Someone's
guy.
gonna
2-0
go out there.
or like
They go
2-0?
up 2-0. They go up 2 games to nothing. But Dallas is super strong away from home, so don't count your chickens. But I believe they're going to take game 2.
I believe someone's going to win the hockey game within
Oh
60
my
minutes,
God.
but it might go
God.
longer.
Mr.
That's
Lee.
a
Well,
good
either
prediction.
Dallas or Oilers are going to win, and it's going to be wild.
Hey, are your Copa tickets up for sale yet?
Yeah,
Because I
like-
might yawn again.
Yeah.
10
Oh
o'clock.
my God.
Well, you can't yawn 'cause you got to talk. You guys got to talk more because I'll be trying to buy tickets.
Okay, Hans has to go.
Hey,
Give him a nice extra.
Come to the brewery. Anybody? Let's have a beer.
Awesome.
Round of
Thank
clicks
you,
for
appreciate
Hans.
it.
Round of clicks
Round
for
of
Hans.
clicks for Hans. And this awesome jersey. Thank
That
you,
is
sir.
awesome.
Have a great
Thanks,
weekend.
Hans. Take care, brother.
Oh, what are we doing there?
Yeah.
All right.
Hans Doef,
Take care.
Blindman Brewery. Obviously, a lot of people, big fans. Have a big sip of that. There you go. You can't let that bad boy go to waste. That was nice.
Back. Fergie saying Jay's having a vehicle nap.
What's that
VR
mean?
says Milne for the win. Wow. VR
Why?
going against you or something there.
VR's
Tommy.
my homeboy, though, so
Oh yeah, you
Well,
guys.
it was good to see
he's
Mike
a,
last night, but
he's
now
a big
I'm
part of the glue crew.
changing my mind here.
I want to get to Hangout headlines here, which is brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, offering premier conditions,
Sorry for
top-notch
yawning.
service, unmatched value. The Ranch is the place you want to go for your golf rounds this season. Book your tee time, theranchgolf.com. If I won't be able to be there, but my buddy Stag is taking place there tomorrow, so hopefully they have a great time out there. Back to the Oilers. Taylor from Indiana. Hey guys, what a game. Kulak had a rough one, but I thought the boys looked strong. Was watching a game last night at a bar in Indiana. The Pacers lost, and the fans started cheering for the Oilers.
Wow. Hello, Taylor. Good morning.
Indiana jumping on the oil bandwagon.
Has been on it for a long time, I believe, if I remember
Indiana?
correctly.
The state? Oh, her.
Taylor, yes.
Yeah, she's been on
But-
following us all season. But the
Indiana.
state of Indiana jumping on.
Yeah, that's a
She's
interesting
slowly
connection.
converting people down there.
Excellent.
I've seen tweets and Instagram posts of different cities across Canada that are now bearing the Oilers flag.
Nice.
I believe it's safe to say
I don't like that.
You know what, Matt? I wasn't asking your opinion, okay?
No, I'm just
Oh, boy.
like, here's the thing. You don't get to jump on this bandwagon. Now.
Okay.
Piss off.
Why you like it? Because
Piss off.
You like it because you'd like to keep it to Edmonton.
It's the people that supported this team.
Very
you don't
provincial right
bring
now.
on the other people on. Screw you.
But can you not
Screw
say
you.
that? This is,
Outside of maybe Winnipeg or Ottawa, there's no beef with Winnipeg or Ottawa. It's also like if you are a Flames fan, if you're a Canucks fan, if you're a Habs fan, you're a Leafs fan. What are you even doing? Why are you jumping on the Oilers bandwagon? You're disrespecting your team even. Like
well, maybe they're not, but there's a lot of spaces in Canada that don't have an NHL team.
then be an Oilers fan off from the start. Why are
Now,
you jumping on when it's good?
if-
Where were you for the decade of darkness? Where were you when the Oilers were started off 2-9-2?
Spoken like a real fan.
2-9-1. 2-9-1.
2-9-1, whatever.
November 9th, they lose 3-2 to San
No.
Jose. I declared the season over. Wrongly, I admit it and
It's-
continue to admit it.
It's like I would be against any Oiler fan that jumps on another team's bandwagon in Canada. Nope.
It's different though. I there is two sides to this story. what you're saying is appropriate for fans that have an NHL team.
Yeah.
Now, I will say
Right,
this.
but if where are the fans? Why weren't they cheering for the Oilers all year then?
Because they probably
They
have
have their
better
own
things to
team.
do.
So now you jump on when it's good.
It's playoff hockey.
When
Smitty,
things
come
are
on.
good, now you jump on.
It's not the first
That's
time
what
that would
people do.
happen. Yeah, it is what people do.
Then I don't care about them.
But if Vancouver had come out of that series, I'm not sure if they would be embraced as Canada's team as well as us blue collar Edmontonians would be.
When the Flames went on their run in 2004, a lot of Canadians did jump behind the Flames. Not as much in Edmonton.
No.
In 2006, a lot of people jumped behind the Edmonton Oilers. Actually, there's quite a bit from Calgary that did, but there were a lot. When the Canucks went on their run in 11, was it? It was 11 or 12. 11, I think.
Yes,
Canada
11.
jumped on the Bruins bandwagon to cheer against the
That's
Canucks.
right. Well, I think Alberta is perceived in a positive light mostly.
Yeah.
Like if the Leafs were in the Cup, it would be exactly what you. At least Vancouver, those major hubs that are probably a lot more light shine on them, that are more disliked than say little old Edmonton. Just my take.
Should have been on the bandwagon the whole time.
I get what you're saying, but you're wrong. But I get
That's
I get
fine.
what you're saying.
I'm cool. I'm okay being wrong with that, but it's just you should have been part of what makes winning so great is you went through all that misery. If the Oilers ultimately get 7 more wins, the people that and look, there's younger people that couldn't do it all, obviously. So there's different lines of this, but the people that went through that entire decade of darkness
So let's
to
say
then
little
get that title, it's amazing.
little Timmy and Sault Ste. Marie, growing up
I
a
don't
Leafs
care. The
fan.
kids are different.
Well,
I'm not
okay,
kids
so
aren't
now,
part of this.
well,
I'm not
you
putting
didn't
kids
say
in this.
that.
Okay, well, kids, it's a different thing. If you're under
little
the age
Timmy's
of
okay?
15, I would say.
Okay, so little Timmy's okay.
Yeah.
Just
Little Susie's fine.
little Susie's fine.
25-year-old Jake from Sault Ste. Marie. Go pick your team.
Why are we going to
Should've
Sault
jumped-
Ste. Marie all of a
Because he
sudden?
said Sue, so I went
Yeah,
with Sue.
but-
Okay, Gatineau. Sorry, you should have been picked a team
What about
earlier. Why
Laval?
don't you have a team?
They should be Sens fans if they're in Gatineau.
And then I'll say this then. In the end, if you're cheering, then you better be an Oiler fan for life.
Well, I'll
You better be an Oiler
can I-
fan for life now. Then
and
Andrew.
I-
don't be jumping to someone else next year.
I don't care. I'm comfortable in my own skin. When the Flames went on their run,
In 2004,
yeah,
you cheered for them.
I was pro Flames over the alternative.
The Lightning,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
I was so pro Lightning for that one. Give me Brad Richards.
You know what? Give
me Dave
It
Anderchuk.
wasn't even an Alberta thing.
Ruslan
necessarily a
Fedotenko, I
Canada
think, was
thing.
massive.
My in-laws are all from Calgary. So as much as it was like, the ABC people, anybody but Calgary.
Yeah, screw
Come
Calgary.
on. Yeah, I
stand
agree.
by it.
Screw off. Screw Calgary. But if there's only one team and we're taking on the juggernauts from Tampa Bay of all places, then why not throw your hat in? It's not
Because
like
I
I
don't want Calgary
gear.
to win. I don't want Calgary to have joy. I want them to be miserable.
You're just a miserable person.
That's sports, baby. I want Calgary to be the last. If I'm an Oilers fan, I want Calgary to be the
Okay,
worst
so-
team in the NHL
so-
every single year.
So little
They are
Timmy
the
from
true-
Calgary. Just kidding.
Don't care. At that point, cheer for the Oilers. Switch teams.
Wow.
I'm always against Calgary. You should not be cheering for Calgary. And I'm against the idea that if you cheer for Edmonton because they're Canada's team.
No real Oilers fan would cheer for the Shames. That's exactly right, Smitty the Welder, because I am not a real Oilers fan. I'm not.
You're an impartial member of the media now.
That's why I got this shiny old pass.
Yeah,
Tommy.
you do.
Yeah, you
Can
do.
I see that, by the way? I didn't
Yeah.
get one of these for some reason.
I'm not going to say whose fault it was, but
I wonder why. I have one for you guys and the audience. That looks good, by the way.
My wife took it in our basement bathroom.
your picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what. Yeah,
It looks good. It works.
Yeah, it works.
Very simple process.
Yeah, it does the job. Mm-hmm. You were going to say?
I
Yeah,
was.
not me.
I mean, you did
Just
yawn
don't
at me
yawn.
earlier, so
Just don't yawn, please.
I get it. There's just the
Guy
big- the
yawns
big
one
sigh.
time on
I won't
live.
forget that.
On
Jury
live
question.
streaming radio. And
They're always getting ready for the Copa America
Copa
ticket buy.
America.
Oh, nerd alert.
Did you say nerd alert?
I did.
How's that nerd alert? I'm trying to get tickets.
Well, we opened up stickers for you earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Did you enjoy opening them?
Not as much as cards. It wasn't as satisfying, but I
That's
did
not what
mind
the question was. Did you enjoy it?
it. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Part of me did too.
No shame. Anyway, okay, here's one for you. Put it out there to our listeners and viewers, 780-218-9999. I don't know if this person has become a thing, but when I documented it on Instagram very seriously, as you know, I did get some feedback, people being like, I've seen them before and this is not new. So I was downtown outside the rink and I happened to notice someone in an Oilers jersey take a Canucks jersey, throw it on the cement, proceed to put on their VR headset with their nunchucks or whatever comes with the VR, new VR thing, and then stand on the Canucks jersey and start like drumming. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? Clearly this is for social media, and clearly this, I don't know if it was the first time or something. And then I had a bunch of people reach out to me and they're like, oh, I've seen them. They do that. I'm like, why? Why? What is that? Why are you disparaging a Canucks jersey? That's a $200-$300 jersey.
Screw the Canucks.
You know you don't like. I know they don't like Canucks, and they just defeated the Canucks. But I was like, what? What goes in your mind and tells you to go to a sidewalk outside of the arena of the hometown team, wearing their jersey, stand on the team you just beat's jersey, and then put on your VR helmet and do like an air drum thing?
Talk about a nerd alert.
What is, like,
I disagree.
how does that
Step on that jersey.
Yeah,
all
does
you
that
want.
blow
Step on that jersey.
You've
all
reached
you want.
you've reached the pinnacle in life. If you're wearing a VR headset outside Rogers Place, dancing on a Vancouver Canucks jersey.
Yeah, are we going live? Are we getting tips in the super
they
chats
say,
and stuff
they
like
say
that?
it's a different feeling when you have your first child, but I must say it probably is a different feeling when you have your first VR session on a Canucks jersey. Come on.
It's just one. That's a new one for me.
Welcome
And-
to the new world.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Apple's going to get you, all of us, into VRs.
It was a weird process. I'm sure inside the VR headset, probably feel like Iron Man or something like that. But I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And for a good 20 minutes, half hour, they were
As VR
drumming
says, F the Canucks. Vancouver deserves no happiness. So step on that jersey all you want, sir. Step on that jersey.
okay. Any insight would be fantastic.
I think it takes a special person to do that or throw their jersey on the ice. That kind of song.
Yeah, the
and
jersey
dance.
on the ice is kind of dumb.
I mean, like I said, it's your seat, your jersey. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, it's a special person that would step up to the plate to do those things.
I think I got my first Uremchuk text with EST.
Why was
Bronx the Boilermaker. Tyler would argue with his reflection in the mirror. I'm not Uremchuk. Him and I always got confused.
Oh, I
at Field
know.
Play. So I
But
think I
was
got my
your-
first one.
He was your protege, kind of, wasn't
He
he?
was my intern.
Yeah.
I love
And he
Uremchuk.
turned out very good.
I think
been
rightfully
great.
so.
He's
you do have
down-
similar quality.
Oh,
you're-
there's a lot, but
same hairstyle, same color
actually, I
hair.
also got I always got mixed up with Majot.
Like talking at people.
Somebody came up to
Majot.
me like a month ago or something as I was
Got
walking
you confused
home.
with MASH?
They're like, you're Majot. And I was like, no.
Have you seen Majot? Has that person seen
Well,
Majot?
Majot and I love talking about them. Like it's when you
It's
like
pretty
if it's
clear.
just radio, like it makes sense, but
Yeah.
just voice maybe.
I see,
But in
I
person, it's
see.
one where we're very different.
Are your Rumchuk and Majot getting, hey, there's Matthew Iwanyk?
Uremchuk will get hate. I don't know if in person he gets that.
No, not
but-
hate, but just, hey, there's
No,
Matthew
I don't know
Iwanyk.
if he doesn't get in person, but he'll get sometimes he'll get texts or tweets at him going, "What a
Oh.
terrible take," and he'll be like, "That's for Matt, I think." So he often gets confused for
Okay,
my bad
got it,
takes.
got
But
it,
Bronx
got
the
it.
I would
Boilermaker.
say is-
Thanks for tuning into EST. No, Uremchuk here. He's at Oilers Nation. I'm Matt. I'm at Edmonton Sports
Oh
Talk.
yeah, where's Popsy, Pops OP that was on here last week chirping us, the Vancouver Canucks
Oh,
fan.
yeah, where are you at?
If you're out there, throw us a bone.
Are you with your VR headset on a corner outside Rogers Arena?
His mom probably
standing
locked him
on
in
an
the
Oilers
basement for
jersey.
the week after he made such ruckus
Air
during the Canucks run. Bring me my meatloaf, ma.
Meatloaf.
I would say though, in the scale of EST hate levels, Matthew would definitely reach the
It's not
top
even
of that
close.
list.
That's not even a question.
You're proud of this.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's a
It's
badge
one of
he
those
wears
things,
with
like,
honor.
it's- At 1260.
That's why he loved it at 1260.
1260 was a
commend
battle
you.
between me and Gregor, I would say.
I commend you because
But
that's a
it's-
heavy crown to wear, and
I
it
haven't done
takes a lot of actual work to get that much hatred. Do you know
Well,
what I
he
mean?
stirs
Like,
it up.
I don't get. I haven't got in like a lot.
No, it's not like
yet.
hatred's maybe the wrong word.
No, it's
'cause
hatred. There's some of it's complete hatred, 100%.
Well, for the record, Tommy and I love you,
Yeah,
That's
not
what you
after
say
what
now.
you did
and
today.
we need to
though.
What did
remind
I
you
do
that
today?
You didn't. I'm just messing with you.
Well, I was trying to figure out what I did today.
You didn't do anything.
I didn't
You
yawn.
yawned.
Yeah, but what did I do? What are we going with here?
We didn't get my media.
That wasn't my fault.
That was Hernan.
Oh,
I didn't want to say anything.
He wasn't gonna
I
say
didn't want to
that.
say anything, but you're gonna call me on that. Yeah, it wasn't
Oh,
me.
I thought it was you because you looked and you're like, I'm sorry, or you're like,
Well, I didn't know which one it was.
Okay, but we got it sorted out.
You'll get one. It's coming.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to chastise a little bit.
Yeah. But look, like today, like I'm getting ripped a little bit right now, which I'm
That's
cool with
okay,
that.
whatever.
Jeffy, who hasn't liked me the last few weeks, yesterday calling me delusional, telling me I'm a donkey today, and to stop gatekeeping. And then another texter saying I need to stop gatekeeping. I don't care. I'll keep doing
I think
it.
you feed off of this.
I
This
stand
power
by it.
grows.
I'm come from evil empires, like in terms of sports fandom. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a Laker
Yeah, you're
fan.
good at
Yeah,
it.
amid,
But
like,
there's a part of it
17
is
other
I don't
teams.
want somebody jumping on the like it's when you're the best, you don't want other people to be happy. Don't jump on my bandwagon and be happy with me. Go away. Be part of this run the whole time. Go away.
It does.
I
suit
like
you.
the misery of everyone else. You don't get to just jump on at the end just for the good parts.
Joel
Go away.
said it best. Maddie dash EST villain.
Ooh, total heel turn. Actually, there was no turn, just heel.
Just heel.
There would have been a turn at one point at either 1260.
But you're-
it didn't start that way, but it
I
built
think
that
the
way.
turn was that young Matty Iwanyk video we saw when you were interviewing Tortorella, and he walked right by you. Maybe
That's the villain.
Maybe that was.
the
Maybe you're
moment.
like,
That's
hey,
when it
wait,
started.
Yeah, you're like,
Wait.
oh, I can be like that.
maybe I just need to be a prick.
Yeah, and it works.
I will say, I think Yukon Jack sometimes is proud of my heel work.
absolutely.
He
And,
would be because
yeah.
of his
When I
wrestling
get
fandom.
the praise from Yukon that I'm a good heel, that's all I need. I don't care about anyone else at that moment. The moment whenever he tells me that I'm doing well with it, I can't ask for better in life.
Norman a combine off the top rope. Yankees suck, Majo. Haha, from Norm.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Combine, by the way.
Yes, happy
yesterday,
birthday,
was it?
Trace. Yeah,
Big 5-0 party coming up this Saturday.
round of clicks
Round of clicks for Mrs.
for
Combine.
Tracy. Yes,
Tracy.
Mrs. Combine.
I'm sorry. Maybe Mrs. Combine. I think Norm would take that with quite quite an honor.
But
as
she's-
When I'm
Mrs.
at Hudson's
Combine.
or whatever, sometimes they'll walk in. I'm like, "Oh, the combines are here." I just call them the combines.
Well,
They're
there-
awesome.
There's the glue
They
crew,
were-
and then
they
there's
were
the
last
I
combine.
just like
yeah.
calling them. I don't know the combines. And
With a Brad Malone jersey yesterday. might I add.
Really?
Yeah, I sent it to Bugsy, and he's like, "Legends, no legends."
Every time I see the combine crew roll into Hudson's, I immediately go over to Tom and tell him to look that way, and then grab a bunch of gift certificates
Yes,
because
I'm happy to oblige on that.
that's a family to feed.
Yes, I'm out of GC. I don't even know. Like, I think because we're only doing one a week, right?
well, we'll see. We
don't know.
only have to know for the first 4 games.
Right, yeah.
Tommy will not be on location tomorrow for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre and post game shows. That gets going. That's a 4:30 start because it's a 6 o'clock game
Correct.
tomorrow, and then he'll have post game show. But Monday for game 3, you could head down to Hudson's on White Ave.
Yes.
Tommy will be there for pregame, and then he'll be there for post game. He'll be at the game during game 3. But come on down to Hudson's.
I'll be there on Monday as well.
Birdie
Boom.
Booze will be there.
Let's do it.
Maybe they still have some Birdie Booze. I know they had
Connor
it
bought
behind-
a bunch.
Did he?
Connor, manager over there. Yeah, I'll talk to him too.
But
he likes it. He's
you can
probably
head on
drank a
down
bunch
to the
of it.
Hudson's on Monday, and Tommy will be there for that one.
be there.
This weekend. Lots happening this weekend. Elks have their first preseason game tomorrow.
Yep.
2 o'clock down at Commonwealth Stadium. Head down to the tailgate. Go say hi to a bunch of our friends, including Andrew and Jason. From the Nasty Club and EST listeners, you've got the Turf District will be there, as well as Elks Herd. So head on and Spirit. I can't believe I almost forgot Spirit of Edmonton there. Go see Jerry and Spirit
see
of
Jerry.
Edmonton. Head there. Gager's going to be slinging dogs. So perfect. Like 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Get in your car, throw on the GCL Diesel Oil Stream, head on down, Hudson's home, wherever you want to go, watch the Oiler game. Great little
What a time
Saturday.
to be alive.
Doesn't
And what you could do, that's not even till 2. Tommy will hate this.
What?
If you could still get it, get the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tea time at the ranch. Would
Yeah.
8 work? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 7, 8. Get around in, go to an Elks game, watch the Oiler game. That's
hell
a
of a
beautiful
day.
Saturday
That's a
afternoon.
long
Now, normally you can only do the back-to-back Elks Oilers doubleheader at the start of the Oilers season.
Yeah.
Is there
right.
a chance given the schedule that they open.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh!
In the
Norm,
flesh.
get in
Combine
here.
is here.
Norm, get in.
Get in there.
He doesn't want to.
Go.
Let's not pressure.
Okay, but do you want to
Welcome.
wish a happy birthday to somebody?
Oh, I see what
Happy
you
birthday to my wife. She turns 50 yesterday.
50.
I like
Combine.
that.
What did you win? What'd you win? Or you just stop by?
Trivia this morning.
Nice.
Oh, you did great. I love how you said, "I don't care, go Astros."
That was for you. That was all.
Well, I missed it actually. That's because otherwise I would have known you're here for the prize. I was getting
All right,
coffee.
Norm.
Good
What a
seeing ya.
beauty. What a beauty.
I think
Okay,
with,
you're
I think
combine
with
crew,
Norm,
some
we
of the
should
best.
say like we should just be like Norm.
no,
Isn't that cheers?
Like cheers.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Was cheers?
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
given the schedule
I'm
now
listening,
with
don't
the
worry.
Elks opening their season at home,
Yeah.
is there a possibility
Of both?
that there could be an
Okay.
Crossover?
I'm not going to lie.
Oilers
I hope not.
playoff doubleheader?
I hope not because I think that will actually hurt the Elks.
it could happen
Personally.
though. It would, and it would hurt the Elks.
So the Oilers if it goes 7,
That game's probably on the 6th,
it's
correct?
No, 7 is on the 4th.
The 4th.
It's a Tuesday the 4th. So if it goes 7, I would assume it's the Friday or the Saturday they would start. I don't think they would start it on the Thursday. I don't think they would just give one day off. I think maybe
Okay.
prior to the Cup. So if it's the Saturday, it would be. If it's the 8th. Anybody, like if they do start on the Thursday, game 1 would be Thursday. Game 2 could possibly be the Saturday and the 8th. The other part to this is what's the NBA final schedule?
Oh, right.
Do they have it out?
Jenna
Usually
in
they
on
do.
the nasty chat. Jenna Tills, that is.
Oh, boy.
What happened
Watch
to the
your
dude
mouth.
whose girlfriend went to the LA game with the ex? I'm out of the loop.
We had a follow-up on
I know.
that.
Before
so-
we get to that, so the NBA schedules Thursday, the June 6th, Sunday, the 9th, Wednesday, the 12th, Friday, the 14th. So that I would assume then either the NHL would either start on the Friday or the Saturday. So if it's the Saturday, that would be an Elks game.
and offset each NBA game.
Well, you're never
Probably.
going to play at the same time as the NBA. They will always be separate days.
Yeah,
You'd
especially with the two
and they've
teams.
always done that, and there's a reason you do that. And also, the NHL would be stupid to go up against the NBA. Take your own night. Friday the 14th, I think the Elks play. Yeah, the Elks play the 14th, so can't do that one. And then when's the next game? It's the 22nd. There could be 22nd, maybe a game 7 or a game 6 or something. So there could be 2 of those. Sorry.
So, yes, it's possible.
What's you want to?
The dude's who his girlfriend went to the LA game with her ex.
Yes.
and they are together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so this was on the free advice segment on the Nielsen Show, brought to you by Damon Bunting, Remax Elite, also proud sponsor of the Oil Stream post-game show and pre-game show. So there was a bit of a falling out. This is paraphrasing Cole's notes. There was a bit of a falling out. He was not too happy with her going to the game in the first round with her ex, even though they kind of shared season tickets, I believe. So it went quiet for a couple of weeks. Then she reached out to him, tried to make amends.
on Monday this week, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
So, yeah, a few weeks in between. Obviously, the Canucks series kind of being the few weeks in between. And he was lukewarm about it. And Dusty and Eric put it out to the audience. What would you do? What would you tell this individual about how to go about it? A lot of people saying, forget her. That's a huge red flag. It's over. So I think his instincts, from how I'm reading it, are he wants to be done with that.
Oh,
with it.
he didn't want to bridge that gap.
The fact you're
'cause
asking
he's
for
questioning-
advice, you
yeah.
want
That's right.
to.
That's
You
what
want
I,
to.
that's
Okay,
exactly what I'm
if
saying.
there's one person that should give relationship advice, it's me.
Matty Heel.
Let's go.
No, but their relationship only was like 3 months old or something.
It was
like
a
that at the
fresh
time.
relationship.
So of
And-
course
and
there's
that
going to be
is a-
some lingering feelings to the ex. I think if you like her, I think you could afford that
I would give her
Lingering
another
feelings
chance.
to the ex.
within 3 months.
No.
It depends how quickly
Well,
she, I guess,
was
broke
she,
up.
were
If
they
she
a
was-
rebound?
If she was
couple?
a fresh
Like,
breakup,
they
I
might.
think that it could have been just. I think you could give a second chance on this one.
She should not have gone to the game.
No, but
No.
There's also, like I said, like it's their relationship was so new too, though. So I could see how she'd still maybe. Again, there's that. We don't know how we don't know how they broke up the first two. So the fact that she's realized her mistake, I think that's what this is.
Yeah.
I think it's okay because it was such a fresh relationship. It's not like they've been dating for a year.
Well,
And all of a sudden she's going to a date with an old ex.
let's be clear
To
here.
the
This
game,
is three,
everyone's getting fueled up. Things
Yeah.
can happen.
Sure, but
things
again,
can
it's just
spiral out of control. But
Things
this is
can
three dudes sitting around talking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I know there's always a few lovely ladies in the nasty chat. So chime in.
Did she wrong him?
Did she
well,
wrong him?
that's not the question.
It is
It's-
a question.
no, the question is-
because I would say yes. I think most people are going to go with yes.
But-
should he give her a second chance? Is really more the question.
I would do
even,
it.
Is it even called a second chance?
Is it a reset?
Oh, I like that word.
Right?
Jen says she tried out her ex and didn't work. She came back asking for a second chance. 3 red flags run.
Ooh.
Double A says terrible advice, Maddie. Again, as I said, I'm the guy with all the best advice. You should always listen to me
Double
when
A
it comes to
also said,
relationships.
"Run, don't walk." Jenna Tills comes in, obviously one of the lovely females in the nasty chat.
Related to Stupidazo or what?
Realized the mistake after the entire Canucks series questionable.
Totally.
And Joelle says, "You don't even know what she did in that period of time."
Well, Corey B, just outright, did she sleep with the dude?
Did he use an expletive there?
No, he used something.
He was very PG-13.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Jen Cool says, "Hell no."
I think that's a fair question Corey B asks. I
Yeah,
think that the answer to
again,
that one I
like-
think is very important. I think that part I'll go with.
Let's reflect back on the moment, all right? It's the start of the postseason. Everyone's amped up. It's the Oilers and the Kings. Yes, Kings fatigue, which has become a new term that we've coined this spring. But you're fueled up and everyone's ready to go. And it's one of the first games at home. And it's an 8 o'clock start. You're having some drinks. She's going out with the ex because they share season tickets. And all of a sudden the Oilers win or they have a fun night. And the next thing you know, come back to my place. And the next thing you know, their pets are falling off.
Now, for clarification, did he find out about this?
So she came-
or did she tell him outright? Hey, let's just say the guy's name is Fred. Hey, I'm going to the Oilers game with Fred. Yeah, that Fred. Sorry, it's going to be cool, Joey.
But
I'm going to
Joey's
the
not
game with
cool
Fred.
with it.
But Joey, now that is a big difference, though.
Right.
If she outright said to Joey, "Hey, look, I'm going to the game with Fred." Did you get tickets?
He
I got
his
my ticket.
Yes!
I'm seeing, potentially Messi, Canada and Argentina, Copa
right.
America. Woo!
Round of clicks
Round of
for
clicks.
Matthew.
Got my tickets.
He
Thank
did
you,
it.
Voyagers. Thank you, Larry
Yay.
Zima. I owe you beers.
All right.
Sorry,
Round
I
of
needed to do
clicks.
that. When he's just
Continue.
texting, go Maddie, get on the site for Copa. I did it, Larry. I got my 2. Woo! See you in Atlanta. The tickets were more than my flights.
Edmonton
Awesome.
direct to Atlanta. That's a good one to get.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay,
Now you guys
Jay,
can continue.
continue that.
Well, I mean, there is if she said, "Hey, I'm going to the game with my ex," don't worry, it's cool.
I'd
Which
worry
is stupid.
right
Just
away.
me saying that is stupid. Like this is a moot point. This is silly. That chick should be out of the picture. That's a no go.
Like
no,
a non-starter.
Yeah, that's friends off. Just like we were earlier when I
Oh,
yawned during your.
Yeah, it's over
you're
half an
past the
hour.
But we're
so
past
we're
the
good.
half hour, so we're friends on again.
We're totally friends on.
Love you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, that feels good. Thank you. Mhm.
Is
I
it
don't
okay
feel-
for guys to massage guys?
No,
I think that's okay.
But are you weirded out by me doing that?
no, but
I
I've
don't
known
think
you
that
long
one's-
enough. You're
Okay,
a blue
okay.
guy.
I think if you come up behind and do a double, that
Hey,
could be a
I've
little...
I've had dudes come up and you know when you just get right into your traps and it's just like, oh,
I don't
Yes,
think you
Pay
could go
does
to,
that.
I don't think you go to a lot of
yeah,
people
that's
and just
cool.
do that. I think
no,
you have to be very comfortable
obviously
with someone.
friends. But
You
like,
need to be
let's
friends.
say we were at Hudson's and you were sitting at the bar and I came behind you and I just laid into you a bit and you're like, oh, it's you.
I think a couple quick squeezes. That's
yeah,
about
I'm
this
not
stance.
saying like a 5-minute rub
No.
down. I'm just saying
And
a
then,
good
like
hey, how you
like
doing?
2 squeezes, maybe 3 at most.
2 squeeze max.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. If there's a face
A double
petting
pump.
thing, then it's
We'll
like,
call it.
I could see 3.
Yeah.
I could see a third. Being
Yeah.
in there.
A third, which would be the rub out.
oh boy,
Yeah, there we go.
It would be the exit.
get the hell out of there. Get out of there.
Did you guys see the Messi news with Vancouver? By any
what?
chance?
No.
Miami's in Vancouver tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was announced yesterday that Messi, Busquets, and Suarez, which are 3 of the bigger stars, aren't going to come and play.
Oh,
and
people are-
season
Oh,
ticket holders
no.
didn't pay any extra price.
Okay.
So season ticket holders are just going to miss out on Messi.
Sure.
But the Whitecaps put like single game tickets for this one really high. They did group tickets, which includes
Surge
this and like
pricing.
3 others for a higher price. And now they're like offering, what are they offering?
Everyone gets a free jersey.
No, not that far. They're offering 50% off in-stadium food and a kids' meal voucher to all under 18 ticket holders.
I don't know
But
if that
this-
makes up for it.
Miami has a match next week that is actually really important for their season type thing.
Yeah.
That this game is not as important, but this is a risk you take when it comes to sports. And like basketball's had this issue with load management.
Yeah.
You're gonna have this issue here in soccer at times. I know a lot of people are like this is a terrible look for MLS. I kind of see that, but there's no guarantee you're always gonna get these players. And that was like I bought my tickets for Copa. If Messi's healthy, he's playing. I know that. But Messi could get hurt in the next couple of games, and I know that that's the risk I would take.
You're not going there to see Messi.
Partly.
You're going there to watch Canada.
Well, it's partly Messi too. Like legitimately, when I wanted to see Messi. Me and Hernan were talking the moment Messi signed with Miami. He's like, I got to go see him. Like I want to be able to said I saw Messi once in my life in
Hernan
person.
and I.
Thank you.
Well done. So it was one where like I was gonna go, but then all of a sudden when Copa America draw happened and it was okay, I could see Argentina take on
Right.
Canada. It's like, well, that's 2 birds, 1 stone right there.
So are you?
So like I'm going. I'm
You're
wanting to
going
see
with your
Canada.
dad, right?
Yes, it's a very
Nice.
quick trip.
In and out.
Fly in at like the
And you
red
get
eye
to
on the
see
19th.
that dump of an airport, Atlanta.
Is it that
it
bad?
dumb?
It's
It's
terrible.
one of the best
thought
though in
it's
the
a
world in
hub.
terms of hubs wise.
It's
Like,
biggest. That
Yeah.
does not mean best.
That's
don't-
like Houston, George Bush.
Yeah,
whatever.
the thing is though, I
It's not
get
great.
fly in. I land at like 9 in the morning there, 10 in the morning there or something. So I'm out, and then when I fly, it's like first thing in the morning on like the 21st or something. So I don't have to spend a lot of time there.
Okay, you know connecting flights.
It's
Thank
direct.
God.
Yeah, good
Fly
for you.
YEG
God.
baby.
Wow,
Direct to
it's like
Atlanta.
that was a total natural. What do you call those things?
Segue.
Segue. Yeah.
But it's but like that, like I probably would have still went to go see Canada for one of these Copa matches. Might not have been necessarily this one if they didn't. Well, if they didn't have Argentina, I would have picked something different. But like the moment I saw Messi, it's okay. Well, I want a chance to see Messi. I also get a chance to see Canada. That's partly.
That's going to be a great trip. You and your pops are gonna have a great time.
I gotta
Also-
go find a bar too because Italy takes on Spain in the afternoon.
Oh, perfect. And I'm very excited for Canada, soccer-wise, men's and women's. Women's, they've been crushing it for a long time. We know that. They've been well established for a
They
while.
carried the water for 2
yeah,
years,
big time.
2
now
decades.
The men's side catching up a little bit. Listen, a lot of work to do certainly, but the fact that they're in Copa America, I like that Copa America expanded. This is a huge deal. And then now 2 World Cups in a row. I know they automatically qualified by being co-hosts for 26, but this is a great time. Great time for soccer in Canada.
100%.
Outside of Canada soccer being a tire fire, so.
And they have a new manager or a new guy in charge,
Yeah.
Kevin Blue, I think's his name, and hopefully he could
I
turn
hope
things
so.
around.
For the love
Scott
of
Thompson says, "Oof, weren't there contracts those players were going to play? I remember seeing Beckham in Commonwealth. Didn't they guarantee he was playing at least a half? That was a friendly.
Yeah, I remember
friendlies.
that.
You get those deals. You're not doing that for a regular season. You can't do that for a regular season. You can't guarantee those things. A manager has to be able to do what he wants tactically, and so there wasn't. And then Larry Zima." A nasty club member too. 6 o'clocker in Atlanta is on the agenda for Maddie and I. Maybe some birdie juice will have to join me also. So,
Boom.
are you? Yeah, I guess.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
Awesome.
Someone
He's been
texted,
so helpful,
may I?
Larry, for getting tickets. Go for it.
Go.
Oh, thank you.
And then I got some errands to get through.
Okay, great. This is a good one too because it's an update on information that we put out today. It says, what was the announcement that was supposed to be dropped on the morning show?
Perfect.
Boys, go ahead.
I just want to see if we have anything like a logo. So today, presented by Golf Town, live at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. On July 3rd, we are going to be doing a hole-in-one contest for a chance to win $100,000. 25 listeners will get the chance to do it. Now, how can you get in and be one of those 25 listeners? Very simple. Monday through Sunday, starting this upcoming Monday, listen daily for the keyword. Monday will be on the Nielsen Show, on the Hangout, on Lock Shop, as well as on Oil Stream. Tuesday, all those shows except 2 guys instead of Oil Stream. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the same. Saturday during Hello Hockey. Sunday during the VIP Golf Show. Listen for the keyword. Text it in to 780-218-9999, and we'll qualify one person to go into a draw the next day to be one of the people taking the shot at $100,000. So on Monday, 4 people will be in the draw. Monday or Tuesday morning on the morning show, they will announce who is actually going to be taking part in the hole-in-one contest. Tuesday,
Which
same
is
thing.
kind of fun because there's winners released all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
every
and,
day.
And the only thing is, so then the Friday, we'll have the Saturday and Sunday people all combined. So Monday, there'll be a 1 in 6 shot of being the qualifier. Every other one's a 1 in 4 shot. Just throwing that out there.
Got it. Hello
Okay.
hockey. And the VIP
so
golf
they're going to be
show.
just put a part of the Friday.
Okay.
But so
Do you need them?
So there's a qualifying to get into the draw.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we're going to announce who's the winner of the draw. And they will be able to come out
It's 25
Wednesday morning, July 3rd, Ranch Golf and Country Club, 180 yards out for $100,000.
17.
Up to 25 people will get a shot at this. Why I say up to? If one person sinks it, the contest is over. So
Yeah,
if the
there are
fifth
like
person
legalities
comes up,
with this, right?
If the fifth person comes up and sinks it, boom, they win $100,000.
It's over.
And we're over.
And guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What?
Your boy Glue Guy's going to be on the green, being the spotter.
He's going to be one of
right.
them.
And guess what? I'm going to dress up as the caddy from Happy Gilmore.
I love it.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's
That's gonna be a fun day, July 3rd, because
Subway sandwich and all.
morning show, the
One
boys
shoe.
will be there at the ranch. They'll
One
start on
shoe.
the patio, I think. I'll set up the 17th hole. Will be at the 17th, which has that water right in front,
Yeah.
and then that slope.
It's got the
green and
Derek
stuff.
too there.
Yeah.
The oil
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
We'll go there. We'll do it live right on the Nielsen show from about 7 to 8. The 25 people stepping up. Then the boys will head back, do the rest of the show from there, and I think we'll probably have to do the hangout from there.
Perfect, because I want to go golfing after.
Sure, because it'll be one like I don't want to rush here to set things
No.
up for the
Yeah.
hangout, so
Yeah.
we'll probably have to do the hangout from there. And then the following Tuesday, we've got the EST Classic. So
I
we'll
think
be
we
at a
should
lot at
set
the
up the
ranch.
hangout on the 17th green, even tee box, even after the fact, and just sit there and watch people come through.
They'll be like, "Can you guys shut up?"
and just
just narrate it
okay,
all.
we have.
Just get their names prior. Hey, what are your guys' names?
Yeah, okay.
What club are you using? Okay, and then go for it.
We have Bill from Clairview on the tee box right now. Oh, he's stripes one. Like that would be that would be electric.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be the worst as far as content, I guess, verbal content.
Yeah.
For the hangout, but I think it would be a blast.
So yeah, a chance to win $100,000. All you have to do is text in a keyword, and you have a chance every day to potentially be one of those people that gets to come up to the ranch for $100,000. Thanks to our wonderful partners, the Ranch Golf and Country Club
Yes.
in Murray, for helping us host this, as
Golf
well.
Town.
And then Golf Town.
Also,
who are
Murray,
jumping on
who
board.
helped us out. A different Murray. That was a different Murray that helped out with that one.
Oh, really?
Murray B.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Shout out to Murray B. Round of clicks.
So yeah, we want to give away $100,000.
Yeah, we do.
That'd be great. It'd be awesome.
Great summer.
But that's what that was the one announcement. So with that promotion starting on Monday, I've done the keywords for it. They're
we
all
gonna have
associated
a-
golf.
Are we gonna have a green cam?
Yeah, well, so like that's the thing. Like I'll probably have to be a third person there, and I think what we could do is I could set up my camera connected to the stream, and what I will try to do if I'm good enough is like shoot from back. Like I think we'll have two cameras.
We
We'll
should
have two
rent a
cameras.
screen tracer or something.
Now
We don't have that much money.
Yeah.
But I think we'll have a camera on the golfer at the tee box.
Yeah.
And then if I could do it, I'm going to try to film it, if I'm good enough, from the green and try to track the shot onto the green. And you'll be able to watch it all live.
I think if you just set it up and saw where it landed, if it landed on the green, because you're gonna give people flashbacks to that movie, The Blair Witch Project, with all the camera motion. You know what
Bless
I
you.
mean?
Excuse me.
You know, you're sneezing during my take.
No, I
What's wrong with
sneezed.
sneezing? You
worse
can't
than
control
I
that.
didn't yawn.
No, it is not.
You
Yawn
can't
is
control yawns either.
you're bored. It signifies something.
Yeah.
A sneeze could be just a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Something in the air. You're sitting there being like,
It was
"Tom,
actually because Hans yawned first.
No, he didn't. He was very into the.
I saw
hangout.
it with my own eyes.
Tommy saying something, and it was, this is boring.
You like
Yawn.
loudly yawned.
It was very aggressive.
Put you and friends
sorry.
off for half an hour.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, we're okay.
Big Maple sports cards. Yes, we need a drone.
A drone would be something else.
That'd
for
be
this.
awesome.
But
You know who has one? Rashog.
yeah,
Yeah, and he buys like toys that he like gets really into, and then like any child, he forgets about them, and they never get or see the light of day. So we
Yeah,
can
I
borrow
look
it from
forward
him.
to going on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace a year from now, and there's a golf sim in chart up for sale, and it's for shocks.
And you just have to pick it up from his garage and dismantle it.
Yeah, take it apart.
Yeah, get it out of my face.
Golf clubs included.
Yeah.
We
think
didn't
that's
really touch on the Oilers, right?
Yeah, we did.
we have.
Briefly.
I'm just trying to think if there's any of the errands we still need to get to. Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. Congratulations to Aiden, who was the winner of the VIP table, to Andrew Schultz and Shane Gillis. Starting Monday, we will actually qualify someone for the Saturday show. We'll do that for 3 weeks, so a lot we're giving away
So
here.
nothing on Hello Hockey tomorrow?
No, we're
sounds
nothing
good.
today. The rest of the show,
Okay.
Starting Monday, we'll start qualifying people. Kevin Hart on the Saturday, a VIP table for 4. GreatOutdoorsComedyFestival.com. Still some tickets available for that one, as well as the Sunday show. Burt Kreischer and Whitney Cummings. Friday though, Andrew Schultz, Shane Gillis, completely done.
Nice.
We don't even have tickets anymore because we gave them away to Aiden today. GreatOutdoorsComedyFestival.com. For more information on the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival, as Hans had earlier, if you're in Calgary or in Winnipeg, there's a lot of places that are going. But Alley Cat here in Edmonton, the official beer of the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival, which will include the 6 o'clocker lager.
Oh, Aiden in the nasty chat. Thanks, Maddie. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I will be in touch with you, Aiden, to get you.
Set up?
We'll coordinate that.
That's
That'll
like-
be early next week. I was the second person that bought tickets when they went on sale. I
You
was
were?
told. I did.
did
Larry
you
told me
find
you were
out?
the Larry's connected.
Oh.
He goes, you were the second one that bought when they went on sale. The internet's working great at EST. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't messing
Finally.
around with that one.
Aside from Oilers playoff tickets, that comedy festival is like a hot ticket.
Have you ever done anything at Kingsman, like a concert or something?
I haven't because the Huskies practice there, so I try to stay away from there.
Oh, fair.
Those dirt bags.
That makes sense. I saw a concert festival there, Chaos, a couple years ago, and it was just wonderful.
I've
Like
seen-
the venue,
yeah.
just because of where you are. Like the Edmonton River Valley, not used enough. Because
Didn't
you
they
can't
do
and
like a
stuff.
nostalgic like 90s?
There was who
Like
came for that
oh,
one? I think
right.
TLC was there.
TLC.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
They've done some things there, and so now the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival.
Salt and
you're
Pepper
just-
was there, right? Or Salt
Of course
and Pepper?
they were.
You're
Salt
just
and
at a
pepper.
like the view that you're looking also because you're
Oh,
looking
there's no
north,
question.
right?
It's
So you get
beautiful.
the greenery of the River Valley, but then you've got the Walter Dale and the high level. You've got the ledge. You've got the
Yeah.
towers. The sun is setting there, so I don't know which way the stage is facing.
It's usually that-
When I went for my
you're usually
concert,
looking at the
it was,
high level.
Yeah, you're looking that way. But yeah, it's just what a way to spend a summer night laughing, having some 6 o'clocker lagers and
Hell
enjoying
yeah.
the Edmonton summer. It's great.
A little update hockey wise, because I know the Oilers are going to be, after the season, whenever it ends, there's going to be a search for a new GM. People are like, how about this guy? How about that guy? Out of Carolina, GM Don Waddell has stepped down, according to Frank Saravalli, our good friend, and Eric Tulsky takes over as interim GM.
He'll be elevated to GM.
That's
I
a
would
name
think.
that was
Well,
and-
Don
and-
Waddell. A lot of people last night were immediately other
Columbus.
fans going Don Waddell to Edmonton. They would
Gus,
love to see
Gus
that
said
one.
it on the nasty chat earlier. Tommy, is Don Waddell going to be the new Oilers GM?
I haven't heard that name here.
But I don't think anyone knew that he'd be available.
Yeah.
What came out is he's interviewing with Columbus.
That's what I heard. Yeah. So is
Ken
Kenny
Holland, apparently.
Yeah, is in the mix for Columbus.
But Don Waddell did not do well in Atlanta.
No,
But then he went to Carolina. He did great things in Atlanta or Carolina.
pretty good things. Yeah.
But I think he
why is
embraced
he-
I think he embraced the analytics.
He's
Why
been
is he
around for a
stepping
while.
down?
I don't know. Man.
I think it's
maybe GM or time to move on. He's
Why-
a guy that's kind of been like he's roamed around a bit.
from the outside looking in, it looks like maybe like Tom Dundon, the owner, wild card first and foremost, but
Yeah.
loves the analytics, I think. And I think he wants to have a succession plan from Don Waddell and looks at a guy like Eric Tulsky. And I think if we ultimately see him as the full GM, it was, I don't want to lose Eric Tulsky to another franchise
be it.
because Don Waddell is here and I want to get Eric Tulsky in now.
Yeah.
It's almost like Brendan Shanahan going to Kyle Dubas and moving on from Lou at one point going,
Yeah.
I don't want to lose Kyle Dubas. Time to move on from Lou. Is it the right move? Is it the wrong move? Time's the only thing that will tell us the answer. But I think that's one of the reasons that Eric Tulsky, and when it comes to the analytics too, is like almost like the best at it in a sense. If I'm reading that correctly, and other people could correct me on
It's
that
the
one.
hot name.
But like quietly the hot name.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think they just want to keep him. And then Don Waddell is now free.
I think that's fair.
This is the EST Hangout presented by Two Hoots Hard Ice Tea. Matt Iwanyk. EST Glue Guy Jay Milne, as well as Tom Gazzola, live on Edmonton Sports Talk, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in and iHeartRadio. Portions of this hour brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. So is there anything you guys wanted to get to that we have missed on the Oilers game then? Because I think I've got all the errands done.
I just thought that was obviously the comeback, or you can't even call it a comeback in the third period, but
They held they bent.
that was a pretty damn good game by the
It
Oilers,
was a very exciting game overall.
right? And
I
you know what's
enjoyed it.
funny? You know what was different than the last series with the Canucks was that there wasn't as much jockeying and petty stuff in the corner and face rubs and shoulder, guys grabbing each other around the neck. It's almost like both teams are like, yeah, we're here to play hockey. We're
Lot
gonna
of
beat
flow.
you with our A's against your A's. It was a very entertaining game. We were sitting in my living room, which is now totally destroyed. My house is under massive renovation right now.
Oh, unlucky you. Renos are tough.
I'm in living. Well, you know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
It'll come out really well in the end, but the
wouldn't-
process is just a lot.
It's just a lot. So I was on my hands and knees all day yesterday, scrubbing subfloor. Ugh, it sucks. But shout out to Murph. If you're listening to this, get your ass back to work. We were sitting in the living room, and you know what my mother-in-law said?
Go on.
She's a sports fan, but mostly NBA, NFL, not so much NHL. You know what she said to me?
What?
She said, "Why do the Oilers struggle in the third period so much?"
They were a good third period team in the regular season.
Come playoffs, I mean, it's been the getting time for other teams is to catch up in the third period.
Yeah.
A la last night. And it wasn't even before Sagan scored his second goal. The momentum had switched and turned to the Dallas Stars for an extended period of time. Why is that? It's got to be either coaching or your leadership, one or the other. But that is something you are as close to this team as anybody in this building.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why can't can
They're not hanging on to leads, is what she's saying, or what you're saying, because they
I
have
agree
had leads and
wholeheartedly
they've
with her.
blown them,
Yes.
and then they've
Almost blew it in Game 7 against Vancouver.
Right.
Blew it in Game 1 against Vancouver. Have allowed a couple of, what was the game? Was it Game 6 in Edmonton?
Yeah.
Or where's the one where they won? Or is that game? Yeah, because I'm just trying to remember this. Is when Bouchard scored the game winner just after the Canucks tied it.
Oh, yeah, that
that
was
Game 6?
Game
Or is that
6.
Game 4?
That was Game 6.
Okay, but they blew the lead and then the Oilers scored
Yeah.
though right away to
This is
win
like
that game
a
and not go
newer
to overtime.
development, basically.
Well, but it's not even necessarily like what Matt's saying is actual games where they came back and lost, or they
even
came,
tied it, or they
but
came close.
The actual the pace of play and the time in zone for the
But
opponents.
I think those are hand in hand.
Absolutely,
right? Because of that,
100%.
it leads to they blow these
100%.
leads, or the other team comes really close
Yeah.
and makes this comeback, as opposed to the Oilers, winning last night 2-0. It's 2-2. We go to overtime.
Yeah, no, I know.
I said it last
Or
night. I
2-1, I
said
think.
you can blame Knobloch all you want, but he's not on the ice. Is this something that maybe a guy you look and I don't kid yourself? I'm not at all throwing any slack or at Captain Connor McDavid, but that is the captain of your team. That's the guy that
The guy that scored the game-winning goal in double OT 32 seconds in.
100%. I'm not saying
Had his
that,
moment.
but it's undeniable now that in these playoffs, the third period is a tough stretch.
Yeah.
For the Oilers.
But it's not just for the. I would counter with this season's playoffs. One of the themes that has popped up, and it's not just Oiler games, is no lead is safe. And
Game 1, Dallas, Colorado.
Yeah,
Dallas blew it,
this
lost
is
the
a
game.
thing,
Game 2 against Dallas, Colorado. Dallas almost blew it again.
Absolutely. So this isn't just an Oilers problem. It has happened to other teams. Like Matty mentioned, Dallas has done it to other teams.
Well, it's happened to Dallas. It's happened
exactly.
to the Oilers,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Dallas
Like,
has
this
done it, but
is-
it's also happened to Dallas.
It's one of those trends that's popped up this postseason. Now, specifically the Oilers situation, I think Edmonton was good at jumping on Dallas early. I think the Stars were rusty, having almost a week off between games after finishing off Colorado in 6 last week. And Edmonton was able to establish that lead. Dallas found its game. They're winning a lot of faceoffs, Jay. They had a lot of possession and zone time. Edmonton bent, and then the unlucky bounce. Nurse trying to block the shot, goes right to Tyler Seguin, Johnny on the spot. Stuff like that happens in the playoffs. And I don't know if it's a coaching. I don't think it's a coaching problem. You're putting Desharnais and Nurse out there. They're your second pair. Why didn't Desharnais get the puck out when he had 2 opportunities before that shot went towards the net? Why didn't the guys on the wall fight harder to get it out? You can ask
Tom,
those questions.
you look at both goals that were scored last night for the Dallas Stars. One was a
shooting
giveaway
yourself
by
in the foot.
Kulak.
Yeah, which is rare. He had
right
a rare
into
bad
Ben's
night.
pocket. And Ben didn't even score.
No,
It was
Seguin
Seguin
did.
banging away at it. They got it in.
With Kulak in front. trying to
Seguin
recover.
finds a puck that goes off Nurse again. I don't know how many times Darnell Nurse can be involved in some sort of a deflection goal.
Well, he's on the ice for 20-plus minutes a night.
So is Bouchard. So is Ekholm. They don't have that happen. I'm just saying. Right? I'm a little bit of a layman in hockey terms
No, I know.
compared to
I know.
you.
I know.
So I'm just saying what normal people would normally say.
Yes.
Is they
I know.
stink
I
in the
read
third
it every
period.
night.
Right. They stink in the third period.
They don't stink in the third period. They have had
that's-
struggles. They've also had successes by going out and scoring that goal Bouchard did with 38 seconds left. That's a success despite giving up the lead.
Part of it could be also that their strategy is defend as opposed to when you're defending.
But I
naturally
hate
the
that.
team's going to come into your
Yeah.
zone.
But Edmonton was actually pretty aggressive in the first part of the third
the
period.
first part,
they
I
were
agree.
they were still
Yeah.
attacking.
And maybe it's just that thing that they're focused like, hey, well, they don't want to keep that offensive game going because they feel like there could be then the breakdown, which then the game will be tied. And so they play a little more defense. And when you're playing a little more defense, naturally, the other team has a few more chances and cracks at scoring, right? Maybe that's the thing.
Could be, yeah. And there was compounding mistakes on that equalizer too.
Is that a
Nurse
Cass thing?
redirection?
The compounding
included.
mistakes?
Yes.
Yeah, Cass loves talking
Matt
about that one.
Cassian knows what he's talking about. That's why he's our game analyst.
I want to go to. I know a lot of Oilers fans think that the Dallas Stars couldn't have played that clean of a game,
They played
Last
a
night.
very good game. Both teams played a good game.
penalty wise.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say the Stars were, I think, the second least penalized team in the regular season.
Right.
Only Vegas was penalized
go,
least. Same in the playoffs.
Conspiracy.
It's number 2. Well, I'll say this. What do you have to lose? Ken Holland, blast the refs. Come out and blast the refs. Maybe you don't do
for
it
it.
after a win, but after,
You almost can't do it after an overtime win
yeah.
like that.
But you could
Hey,
also come
guess
out.
what, though?
You could also come out and be like, "We won in spite of this," and you could come at it because, in the end, based on last night, and based on what I look at the numbers of how many penalties the Stars were called for throughout the regular season, there's not going to be a lot of penalties called in the
They
Stars.
take 2 a game, or they have in
And
the postseason
so-
on average.
And you're going to be called for penalties.
Yeah.
So blast the officiating. Do what Rick Tocchet did. Do what Don Sweeney did in Boston. Play the game. Play the gamesmanship.
How are
here.
those teams doing right now? Out.
Sure, but what do
I
you
know.
have to lose? Like what? The Oilers aren't going to get penalties called, or like the Stars aren't going to be called for penalties? That's already what's going to happen. So call it and see if maybe you could turn the title up. Put
I
some
would-
pressure
I would-
on the
I would-
officials here
I would-
to call a few more penalties.
I wouldn't
I would
mind
take
that.
turn the other cheek and use it as a positive for your team and screw the refs. Don't focus on them because they're not gonna. It just doesn't work that way.
Absolutely, it does.
100% it
Absolutely,
does not.
it does. Rick Tocchet did it last series, and the next game, the Canucks got more of the calls.
Focus
Maybe
and
you
use it.
don't do it on the loss, maybe, but if you're Ken Holland, the moment you lose a game in this series, if the officiating is poor, blast them. You have nothing to lose as a franchise, and for GM, you have nothing to lose.
Control what you can control, which is using the fact, Maddie, that they scored 0 goals on 5 power plays, including a double minor in overtime.
Sure, but I would
Use
like
that
more
and just
power
say-
plays.
say,
I would
"Don't
like
worry."
those ticky-tack calls being called against the Dallas Stars and not just against my team.
I did think that Ekholm trip was like a blatant penalty.
Yeah,
Either
I'm trying to
interference
remember.
or cross-checking or like holding the stick.
The Bouchard slash that was called, you could call that so many times in a game. So either call them when they
Well, it's
have
like-
another point, or like even the McDavid high stick, it was a high stick.
And that was a
But he was,
linesman.
but Duchesne's holding his stick initially, and you're trying to get the stick
Right,
out.
yeah.
Like, where's that call on it? Like,
Well, that's not reviewable. The high sticking portion was the reviewable point where the linesman could say, "Hey, that was a high stick." They review it, cuts the guy, and it's a 4-minute.
and it,
And
but
you're
but
not
you-
going to not call it.
And you can't. And when you review it, you can't be looking for a hold. You can see it, but you can't call it because the only reviewable one
Yeah.
is the high stick.
But you see, missed the call.
They missed
Like
it.
you're
Absolutely.
and so the Dallas Stars will not be called for a lot of penalties based on the sample size in the entire season. They don't get called. So try to change that tide. Try to change a little bit. Play the reffing game with the media.
I don't
not
mind
asking
that.
for the
I don't
players
mind
to
that
do
at
it.
all.
Not asking even for Chris Knobloch to do it because I don't think that's in him in the sense it's not how he is as a coach.
Yeah.
But if you're Ken Holland, you're the highest paid GM in the league. I think still. What do you have to lose?
Nothing.
Go do that. Because in the end, ultimately, worst case is the Stars don't get called for penalties and you get called for penalties, which we just saw in game 1. Yeah. It's not like it was 2-2 or something in penalties and there was a lot of missed calls. They're calling you for penalties. So maybe try to get that 1 or 2 extra penalties called against the Dallas Stars. But also, I do understand maybe don't do it after a win.
I just think it would be inappropriate after such a emotional victory to then go back in front of your team and say, "Oh yeah, the refs were."
Well, you're not going in front of the team.
I know,
You're
but
just-
you
you're
are.
putting
If you're in front of the media, you're saying it on behalf of the team.
I will say this: if I'm the team, though, I'm looking at a GM and going, "He cares. He's fighting for us."
They
Now-
don't give a rip.
Now-
Of course
GM.
they do.
Hey,
Don't.
When those big statements happen, I'm sure the
If they
players
need it, they just won.
I know, but I'm sure they're probably pissed off about how the officiating went there, and they go, "Damn rights, Kenny."
Name me
Go do
one
it.
NHL player that's not pissed off about the reffing after any game.
Right, but now this team, they have my back. Like, there's just that little extra. I'm going to go to a little bit more. I know that it shouldn't be because of that, but I'll go back to I think the Canucks partly play for Rick Tocchet because he's there defending his team. I think the Oilers might get a little extra jump in their step if Ken Holland's out there blasting the officiating. It's been atrocious these playoffs.
Publicly.
It's been bad, but publicly. It's got to be publicly.
Sometimes they do it behind the scenes. That does happen where they call the league or the head of officiating and they're like, "What is this BS?"
I think the
Tell
fans
your guys to
even-
get their heads out of there. You know what? That does happen.
Yep. And it better happen.
It
But
does.
I think it's a public thing.
You would like to see what Matt is kind of engineering here in terms of a Ken
Gamesmanship.
Holland
I don't mind it.
gamesmanship play.
Yeah, I like it. We're deep into it now. Let the juices flow. I like that sort of thing, but has to be at the right
Yes.
time.
I think you gotta be-
and the right way. It has to be handled properly.
Yeah, I think after that
Surveyor
game, maybe
Brad,
it's
if
one
you're
you put
listening,
that on the side.
You might want to clip that one from Tommy. We're deep into it. Let the juices flow. Continue.
It's just, I think you hold that in your back pocket. Also, like if the Dallas Stars were a team that would known for being called for more penalties, then maybe you're not doing this. But go look at the numbers from this year. But
Okay, if you're saying
penalties
it's-
taken per 60
Yeah.
in this NHL this year, they were second least. And they are the second least in the playoffs. Only Vegas had less penalties called against them. So you're not going to get the penalty calls.
If you're saying it's a gamesmanship
It's
thing,
fully gamesmanship.
I think,
It's
okay.
all gamesmanship.
Then-
It's you're working
yeah.
the refs, you're working the Stars. This happened to the Oilers last series with Rick Tocchet, and I know Tommy making the good point. Well, the Canucks are out, and same with the Bruins. But Don Sweeney did it. I think if you're looking at this thing, like game 2 happens, if it's the same officiating next game, the Stars only get a penalty or 2. The Oilers have 5 penalties called against them or something, and the Oilers lose that hockey game. I think you stand there and you do it because what do you have to lose as an organization? Play that game.
Or you just say nothing, and saying nothing can kind of
This
be.
franchise always does that. They always play nice.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Publicly, they always play
No,
nice.
they
Ken
don't.
Holland's the guy that didn't take the extra stuff, that didn't try to hold the Blackhawks to their feet to the fire with the dunking key.
That's on him.
That's on the organization. When do they play? When do they muck it up as an organization?
Oh,
Publicly?
there's a lot of whining that goes on.
Publicly?
No.
That's my point. Like we see other organizations. I go back. Nick Nurse has been famous for doing this stuff, and now I know it's the NBA. Joel Embiid's known for doing this type of stuff.
But McDavid
Get in it.
had a couple of instances this year where he said some stuff that caught people's attention.
Absolutely. Now
So it
let
has
someone
happened
hire do
publicly.
it. Now let someone hire it. And maybe not even Ken Holland. Jeff Jackson. Come on, speak if you want.
I don't think he's gonna do that knowing
I
him.
disagree. Well, it's also
It's
he's
not really his.
have we heard from him at all this season?
No, he
I don't
runs
think so.
he does things kind of
very well dressed man.
He's a
I will
good
say
guy.
that. Very sharp dressed.
He's a really good guy.
But yeah, I play the game. This organization
Exactly. Play the game.
Yeah,
But you
don't
gotta-
play
don't
this
worry
game.
about things
Play
you
this
can't
bigger
control.
game.
You gotta
And
do
that's
it right
But what
at
can
the
Ken
right
Holland?
time.
Ken Holland can't do anything right now. He's got nothing to
It's
control.
clear that
So
I'm
go do it.
not on the same, like the gamesmanship thing I get, but coming from Ken Holland, who really never says anything anyways, meh.
Cal in the park. Agree with Maddie. Ugh. It works for LeBron to whine. Just ask Dusty. See you Monday, Tommy.
right.
This
Hello,
text,
Cal.
Maddie's right here. Got to work the refs. Holland absolutely should say something, and it wouldn't wait for a loss. Jeffy, early in the playoffs, they were playing full prevent D. Oh, this goes to that the D. When they had the lead, lately they've learned to push and pressure more with the lead. They're improving. In the nasty chat, Jen, he's an armchair GM like the rest of us, but he's wrong here. Every team that's complained is playing golf. Let's just stick to our game. Stoffer for Premier. No thanks. The soccer player in Matt is coming out right now. It's not just the soccer player. It's sports in general. Like
How
I've
about
seen
Bob
this.
for owner of a sports franchise, GM of a sports franchise, mayor of the city, and premier?
Yeah, I'll
He
focus
can-
on the GM. I'm good
I
with
love
that
it.
Premier.
Stop for premier. That's a great handle. Hello, Bob. He's
So-
a big EST fan.
Just stop the political talk now, okay?
It's not
I hate
political.
it.
It's just I disagree.
is
I
hilarious.
don't think Bob should be Premier. I think he should be the GM of the Oilers.
Oh, he already is.
I think he
I think officially.
No, I'm just
He got his coach hired.
Do you know? Let's just live in a crazy world for 5 minutes.
We
here.
already do.
Do you think Bob Stauffer could actually be a legitimate NHL GM?
No.
I do.
Stop. Just
I don't know.
Let's move on.
I don't want to go too deep into this.
No, that's
the
what I
only
said.
thing
Let's-
I will
let's
say
just-
Some
is
people think he is. It's hilarious.
I will give all due respect to Dan Tanser. I didn't think that maybe there's a guy that could be a head scout. He's done some great things with the Saskatoon
Yeah.
Blades, and the Blades were a top team this year. Got to the the Eastern Conference Finals of the WHL.
Great series.
He's
against
done.
Moose Jaw.
Dan's done an amazing job with the Blades, and full credit.
and
It just-
Colin.
but he's like, I'm just using the from media
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
going. Like I'd always be
Dennis
skeptical
Bayak.
of that type thing.
Dennis Bayak was a GM in the dub.
So I was completely wrong on Dan. So I wouldn't say no. That he
It's
wouldn't be
just
good.
The
I can't say that officially.
wealth of hockey knowledge that is in that man is boundless. It really is.
Well,
That's,
actually,
that's great, but there's also tact, relationships,
okay.
how you handle your people. No, I've worked with him for 8 years. He is an excellent broadcaster, and that's why he's there. We're doing what he does.
Okay. Do you guys know Doug Gottlieb? He used to be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
broadcaster in the States. He
Yeah.
just got hired as the new head coach of Green Bay University or something like that for
Wow.
basketball.
Right, I saw
And he
that.
never has coached before.
Ugh.
Which
That's
is
a
just
weird one.
it's
Yeah,
like,
that's not a
and we
good
might
choice.
see like so that one I find very interesting. You know, he played collegiately, I think, back in the day.
That helps.
And he played a little professionally, I think,
Robert
overseas.
Bartholomew Stauffer
So-
did not play collegiately.
Oh
he
no, but he
did
played
not.
for the
Southside
Southside
Athletic.
And
Athletic.
there's 8 reasons he never got to
Oh,
the pros
God.
that Stu McGregor told.
Yeah, okay.
There's 8 reasons. Just 8 reasons.
Stu probably has more
Quinn
than 8
Phillips
reasons.
in the nasty chat, who had a great hangout this week. Just the first 30 minutes of the hangout a couple of days
That
ago.
was a
just,
fire
I couldn't
hangout.
stop laughing. Jay, you're talking crazy. So it's just that simple.
I just said let's just
No.
shift into a different
Let's just
paradigm here.
say no.
I did say that.
Absolutely not.
But I appreciate your comments, Quinn, as always.
So yeah, Oilers game 2 tomorrow in Dallas. We'll see what happens. Elks preseason action against Saskatchewan. Actually, we should get a depth shirt, I think, at some point.
Huge.
Huge.
I
I don't know if that's come out yet. I don't know what. Like, it's the home game, so I would expect the Elks to have a little more starters in this one as opposed to next week when they go on the road. But maybe they want to get some of the veterans in next week, closer to the season. That's always the weird one.
Did you tell everybody what Trey Ford said to you?
That he's a little faster?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I think I brought that up on Monday.
Did you? That's bonkers.
Like, I was joking with him, like, hey, could you get any faster? Like, trying to have fun. And he's like, actually, I think I a little bit am. And it's like, what? How? I'm excited. I'm not fully excited for preseason. I won't lie. I hate preseason sports.
least
And
it's short and
football is the
sweet.
worst of them all. But it just also means we're 2 weeks away from June 8th, where the Elks are taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders
Yeah, we
for
are.
the season opener. Jay and I will be at Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge on Fort Road for the pregame and the postgame show, as we'll get you set for this 75th season of the Edmonton Elks. So we got our media passes today, but nice lanyard, 75. You can't
Beautiful
see that
lanyard.
with me.
Oh,
yes.
Must be nice to have that. Hernan.
oh,
I'm not gonna.
Twice.
I'm not gonna go there.
He's busy. He's doing training camp stuff. He's
Yeah,
what,
well, then they had walkthrough. Should have just wrapped up
Yeah.
a couple minutes ago or so.
did Commissioner Quinn on her hangout appearance mention anything about upcoming drafts?
Well,
maybe?
the next draft would take place. It can only take place once the Oilers are out.
Of course. But were there any?
No, there was no discussion of the draft. None at all.
Because at one point there was discussion that should there be a layover between playoff series, an
Yes.
extended layover, maybe we could squeeze a draft in. I've often thought, because obviously you're given the draft topic prior,
Right.
and 3 of the 4 people that attend the drafts do some research. Tom usually comes in a little hot,
Yeah.
He's won the last 2,
but I mean, hey, it's working for
so
him.
don't call him out.
I'm
I'm
on a
not.
heater right now.
I'm not
When
calling
I
him
dial
out.
it in.
But what if Quinn said, I'm not going to tell you the draft topic till I'm sitting in that chair?
You really want to risk the idea that somebody might get less than 10% and then I have to draft the next one because you went with that philosophy?
Hey, man, I have the best percentage out of the 4 drafts we've done anyway. So
Awesome.
I'm
How
not
many
worried.
wins?
0.
Thanks for showing up.
Win percentage, though.
0.
Your effort's good.
Your win percentage is 0.
Yeah, I guess.
Eric's is 0. Tommy's is, I think, 50% because I think there's been 4.
Yeah. but
Yeah.
we screwed
And
that up last
Dusty's
time.
is 50%.
We screwed that up last time because there was supposed to be no names. That was a screw up.
And then when
We
there was no
figured it
names, you
out.
still lost.
We adapted.
The one with names, I should have won.
You can't say that. You lost.
yeah.
Just deal with it. Accept it.
Yeah,
No one
shut
likes
up.
to sore
You're not
loser,
even a
Jay.
part of this.
I'm the host.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I'm the host. I have to host the pre and post game coverage of the EST drafts. So,
That's true. I don't know. I probably will never win one.
You will.
no, now you're going for the pity vote. Don't be that
Oh,
guy.
don't be Trev.
Don't be that guy. I'm never gonna win. No one likes me.
Oh,
They're gonna
just
do
trust me.
this. Oh, the whole woe with me.
Trust me, the
What is this?
justice for LTE takes the cake.
But
on
he
any of
doesn't
this.
play in, like, he just sits
Oh,
there.
he doesn't play. He does
Just
it. He walks out.
Yeah, that's fine. But he doesn't go like, I'm never gonna win. Oh, this isn't fun.
Yeah, Joel says there should be a vote on what the draft topic should be. That'd be fun.
Good. Do whatever you guys want.
Oh, I'm not involved in this. I'm the host.
I'm just the
Jeez.
host. I don't have to decide on that
Sour
stuff.
grapes.
I don't have to decide. I just have to show up and be informed on what I'm
Guy
discussing,
gets
and that's
Copa,
it.
Guy
and
gets
then I could
Copa
go.
America tickets. He
Oh,
turns
Oh, I'm
into
so
an ass.
excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I was an ass before that. You think that changed it?
We discussed it earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
do you think?
You know what? If people only knew the real Matt.
They would hate me even more.
Wow.
You think so? I don't know.
I will say I do look forward to Copa America, just back to that, because Canada will then take on Peru and Chile. I think that's the order. And I will be at some patio. Come join me. I'm sure Eric will be there. Come join us as we watch Canada.
St. Albert
More-
Rugby Club?
Oh,
That one.
speaking of which, Fergie came out last night. My brother and I have to talk to my brother. We need to go there.
Well, we're
Very
going to be
soon.
there for the Nasty Bash.
Oh, I know. We need to go there
haven't announced a
immediately.
date, though.
There's a reason why. I cannot share it on the air.
Cool.
Just go to
Thanks for
St.
bringing
Albert
it.
Rugby Club. Go say hi to Fergie, and it's a lot of fun. Great spot.
Do you have to give a secret gesture or something?
No.
Okay.
No.
Big
no.
Slam Nasty, sore loser from the guy that rage quit hot takes. I never rage quit hot takes. I just quit it. I did it. I got screwed. I should have beat
my.
Titch in the Tournament of Champions. And so I bowed out. I don't need to do it again. As a hated guy, I was never going to win.
One thing I wanted to touch on was that I was stuck in a bit of a conundrum.
Go on.
Last Sunday,
Free advice for Damon Bunting.
free advice for Damon Bunting, Remax Elite, at Damon Bunting on Instagram. Follow him. He has a lot of good giveaways.
Yep.
He really does.
He does.
One of my childhood best friends, still one of my best friends growing up, Jared Winkle.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
He's an
Quarterback.
off-ice official, is he not?
Yeah, he's an offensive
QB for the
official.
Bears.
Yeah.
No, he was the
Running
leading-
back, wasn't he?
the all-time leading rusher for the Bears.
Rushing, sorry. Okay.
Played for the Eskimos when they were the Eskimos back in the day. Still one of my best friends. He asked me to be the godfather of his son, Clark.
All right.
Beautiful little baby. And the first thing I said to him is like, I'm not Catholic.
What are
So,
I'm nothing.
you? No?
I grew up in a Christian home,
Okay.
but I was stuck in this. Have you been to a ceremony like that?
I've been a godfather twice.
Okay.
I'm not
I've
a
also
godfather.
seen other people
So
baptized.
you
on
start at the back of the church, and
Done
then
that.
you turn the other way, and then you turn this way, and then you go up. And I was holding the baby, and this was a long time.
You got tired?
Oh my god, I had to I had to talk to myself in my head. Don't straighten your knees. Like, don't buckle your knees. Because I was going to go down with a baby in hand.
Hand it off to the godmother at some point.
She handed it off to me. That's why I had it for so long.
Yeah, but then you have to give it back and be like, hey, I need a little rest.
I know, but
No?
I just didn't know if I
You
could.
want it to be too macho.
No, I didn't know. Like, I just was standing there. And then the priest said to me, are you comfortable reading this? Live in the middle of the ceremony.
You do it.
Put me on the spot, sweating my ass off in a suit
You're a broadcaster now.
and holding a baby which felt like 35 pounds. Oh, it was a lot. But I will say this. They had snacks and refreshments after,
Always.
which was in the hall.
Yeah.
Which at any of these little Orthodox Catholic churches, this was in Star Pinot out by Lamont. Then there's a hall. Then they're always the same looking hall.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And they had snacks and refreshments. Oh boy, these were not snacks. These were full. This was a full on
Lunch?
not a Ukrainian meal, but it was every kind of everybody brought like their A game dish.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
So it's a big potluck almost.
Oh God, it was so good.
I forgot Jared Winkle played for the Eskimos. 06-07.
Yeah, man. It's my homeboy. And we see him all the time on TV because he
He's
is
an off-ice
he's in the
official.
penalty box.
Yeah.
He's the guy
okay.
when the refs have to review a call, he hands them the screen.
Yeah.
Some games.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Did not know
And his
that.
wife, Julie,
a
his
name.
beautiful wife, Julie,
I know Julie.
Julie Greening.
She's awesome.
I worked some Capitals with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was running things in
Well,
Edmonton.
it's
It was
Julie
me, her,
Winkle,
and-
but she was
Yeah.
Julie Greening.
Yeah.
She's off to Paris with, so Jared.
yeah, she's
Does
big
all
into
those
the
events,
behind the
yeah.
scenes of television production.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a big wig up and doing that. So she's out there. They're going to go out there for, I think, 3 months.
Sounds about right.
Because Jared is the
They're
stay-at-home
working for a
dad
bit.
in this situation, which is great. He loves it. He's a natural born dad. It's a great setup, and they're going to Paris with Julie
That's going to be awesome.
for the Olympics.
gonna be a
She's
great
like
Olympics, can't
one
wait.
of the go-to on the production teams. She was doing when I did those. She works with Dusty on CFL and TSN. I worked with her a little bit when I was doing the sidelines a couple games, and then she also was when I did Arena Cam. NHL Network used to do Arena Cam, and I'd have to go see Julie, and she'd set me up with the crew in New York, which was good. She's awesome. She's super nice. I forgot that they were
What a
married.
small world, hey?
It is a small world.
Yeah. So
What's the advice you need, or was there advice?
Oh, yeah.
no,
Like,
I got
how
stuck
do you
in a
carry the
conundrum.
baby
No,
and-
because I'm not Catholic, I don't do the
Yeah.
thing.
So,
They do the
And
blessing.
everybody else was, and I'm like,
well, I think you have to fake that one.
no,
No, you don't.
You're big. You're being
I
the
felt-
You don't
godfather.
need it. You don't
As
need
being
it.
the godfather, I think you have to
No,
fake that one because
no,
you're supposed
no,
to take
no.
that religious belief behind it. I think.
Hey, Schmitty's here. You guys want a shot of Birdie Boost? He's just pouring them out here.
Get Schmitty in here.
get Schmitty in, take a seat.
Hey, let's go. There he is. Schmitty, come on. We're going to wrap up the show in
Nice
style.
hat,
It's Friday.
Schmitty.
He's got his EST hat.
It was his
Schmidt-
birthday on Sunday. Last
Yeah,
Sunday.
I know it was.
Oh.
I saw Schmitty on Saturday. He was bartending at Kelly's.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, Scott
Yeah.
let him bartend.
Tom's second home.
Yeah, everyone.
Very good.
It's like
I
cheers.
feel at home everywhere I go, to
We
be
will
honest
get
with
you
you.
on screen.
Thanks, Dusty.
Unfortunately, your name's not going to be on the screen.
Schmitty, how's Birdie Booze
That's
doing?
okay.
Are we doing
It's
good?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Flying.
Okay, good. Good.
pun
Oh, he's
intent-
just
no
drinking
pun
it like juice right now.
I got work to do for it.
Yeah.
I must say, the local, the Sobeys liquor store that I
Yeah.
frequent, I've been watching the shelf and I've been seeing it go. And then yesterday I went in to get some beer for the Oilers game and it was restocked.
Boom.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, they have a lot of it. And every store I'm going into, I'm seeing it on the shelf like right as soon as you walk in.
Good.
It's beautiful, great partner. So yeah, love to see it.
Dusty yesterday held up a bottle and he's like, look at this. Like, is that not the brightest alcohol that's at the liquor store? I'm like, yeah, it looks nuclear.
Yeah.
It looks like this drink from Dune. Dune
Yeah.
2. If anyone's seen Dune 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Good guy's getting in there. If you're not watching, he's holding up the logo
With Smash Smash.
with Smash on the
Smash.
label.
Yeah.
And Schmitty, yesterday you guys great post. The posters that you made, I had to save one. I brought to my parents. They loved it. They're gonna frame it up.
Of course,
And
of
then
course.
the crew at Hudson's loved it. Connor was putting it up.
Nice. Nice.
Cal in the park and Sarah, they're like, take one, because I had it like they had it on my table where I was doing the pre and post game show from, and they're like, can we? I'm like, so they have it at their place now. so popular. You had one at Summit,
Yeah.
the new Silent Ice Center.
What a place.
Summit Restaurant
God.
at Silent Ice Center, beautiful, just outside of Nisku. And you had 2 6s. So what's going on there?
So those are actually 40s.
those are 40s.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've
even
had,
better.
Like numerous requests
For bar edition kind of thing?
Yeah, for bar edition, golf course edition.
Okay.
Like for the golf carts and stuff. Like they don't want a smaller like size, so they just wanted. They're like, can you get it, packaged bigger? And easy enough. So we changed it up. We're considering turning this to plastic too now.
Right.
Just we've never done plastic in our history, but with just the request, we kind of listen to what the people are asking for, and this is very unique product to us. And so we changed it up. There's quite a few golf courses with it now.
All right.
Like the Hudson's guys had it. Summit now with the boys out there. It's funny seeing Belzy there when I rolled in. I'm like, oh,
He's the mayor.
He's the mayor.
He's
the mayor of Nisku.
Schmitty! He probably was like, Schmitty, sitting down at his table.
Bell probably lives there down
Well,
there.
he's got 4 teams that he's
Right.
the GM of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I know.
Yeah.
He's a busy
Schmitty,
boy.
for people that aren't necessarily familiar with you, with Strathcona, give a little introduction to those that maybe
we
haven't
had you
met
on.
you.
Yeah, we had him on Oil Stream, but we haven't
Yeah.
had him on. Got great idea. Glue
No,
guy.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't been on this show yet. Thanks for that.
Heel Maddie's coming out.
And Schmitty brought you on to
shot.
Global Morning.
Yeah, we had to wake up early for that one. I would have to wake up early for this
That
one.
was a great segment, Schmitty. I don't know what you concocted there for Mother's
We'll have
Day,
to get
but
you on.
it
Actually,
was
that's
like
a great idea.
Yeah.
it looked like Ecto One.
That was
Slimer.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lisa McGregor, friend of ours, and
Yes.
we decided, hey, let's get on this show. It was great timing. We had this product coming out, and oh my god, that was funny. We made a cocktail. First time ever I made a cocktail with this. I was like, I don't know what to put in this.
It was Mother's Day.
It was
Yeah.
Mother's Day. Let's make
Let's
a
put
mimosa.
some
add
OJ in there.
and it turned like the nastiest green color on air. And Lisa's like, oh shit.
But then Daintree Christensen, the weather, after when we were off there, she's like, you should have just called it like hitting the green or something.
I know.
Oh,
She
she
didn't hit the
had
green, like she nailed like that, like the perfect
Yeah.
response. Like, where were you 5 minutes ago?
Daintree chucks a dart.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Great morning team there, actually. I started with Strathcona Spirits last year and just been doing, all sorts of fun things with them. Great little local distillery off White Ave. And
Beautiful building.
Yes.
It's
Cool
awesome.
little building.
It's
Yes.
cool. It's a nice
Yeah.
pink, like this. Yeah, it's
Hard
awesome.
to miss it.
It's the character is crazy.
Yeah.
Hard to miss. We're humming along with this stuff, and we're excited to partner with some more events on it. A lot of people asking for us to be at their tournaments and stuff like
Nice.
that. So a bunch
We've
of
asked.
that. It'll be a big.
As we should.
Big summer for us with this product for sure.
I know we're gonna have one and we're gonna celebrate your birthday. It was last weekend, but
How was the baseball?
Yeah, we
it got canceled. It was terrible
did it?
weather.
It was brutal weather.
I saw the trifecta.
Sorry.
tweeted at us yesterday. It was 6 o'clocker lager with a bottle of Birdie Booze on top with some 2 Hoots behind
Wow.
it, and I was just like, bravo.
One would call that the
Bravo.
Holy Grail.
Holy
Will
grail.
Fraser yesterday walked away and took our last box of the 4-liter.
he
shocking.
did not.
He literally.
Can we get a refresh, maybe?
I'll have to message him.
Yeah.
He looked at them and he's like, I'm taking this. I was like, well, there's some cans you can take instead. Will, like, nope, let me take this one. I was like, okay.
Man, I
Do you know
need to
any
go grab
Thanks for
Times-
coming into the hangout, Will.
Do you know how many times I've wanted to take stuff from here, but I'm like, I don't want to be caught.
Well, don't take the 4-liter box.
Nobody cares.
But you can take cans. Feel free to take cans.
Yeah.
But yeah. Will just
Yeah.
took it, but that's Will Fraser.
I gotta get one for my golf cart tomorrow, actually, and for buddy Tyler Badinsky's stag.
T-Buds.
You know T-Buds?
That's my boy. We
Yeah.
played Wildcats
Come
together.
golf with us tomorrow.
I can't. I'm all over the friggin' city with this stupid soccer tournament.
He had to make a schedule for the weekend.
It's off the charts,
Yeah,
man.
poor
Yeah.
April.
T-Buds is my boy.
Yeah, he's the best.
T-Buds, I wanted him to come on here too. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna get Schmitty and T-Buds in on a hangout. It'll be entertaining. T-Buds is a regular. He's a nasty member.
Oh yeah,
I think
he's
I've
in
seen
the
him.
chat.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
He is a band member of the Heavies, who is probably one of the most entertaining bands
absolutely
going. They're all bigger dudes that take their shirts off and rock.
Yeah,
That sums it up, right?
yeah. Their
Schmitty?
next show, you got to get.
And he is embarking on an amazing honeymoon.
Yeah,
Him and his wife are driving across Canada for their honeymoon.
Cool.
Isn't
Yeah,
that cool?
That's
They
fantastic.
got their RV. Yeah, they're
An
good.
RV.
T-Buds was at the
Birdie Juice launch.
Birdie Juice launch.
Yeah.
Bruce,
He came in with your guy.
Doug.
Yeah,
With
Doug,
Doug, yeah.
Fresh.
Doug Fresh. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who else did he get on the hangout? He texted me yesterday about some stuff. Quickly, got to talk Oilers here. Pete DeBoer says Rope Hintz is a possibility for game 2. Just throwing that out there.
So is
That
Adam
stuff.
Henrique.
Yeah, there you go.
Your thought of the game last night?
Bing bang.
Good. Stressful, like everyone else. I was actually mic'd up for the game. Some guys were in town doing some kind of documentary.
Oh, cool.
And they used Kelly's as the backdrop for it, and
As they
had
should.
a server and me mic'd up, and I don't know what I was saying.
Was it
but
Stevie?
No,
Which server was it?
they had
Jess?
to bleep out half the things
Oh,
Stevie would say.
yeah.
No, it was Melody.
Oh, Mel. Yeah, okay.
Was it Joe, Stevie, Emily,
Well,
Peter,
I mean, Scott and
Jessica?
now
This
Oh
guy
my
goes
God.
there all the time.
Brady and
Yeah.
Lyle.
Stevie is
and,
great, though.
Oh,
Kim.
It's funny. I've never had an invite to go to Kelly's with.
You're never
with Tom.
downtown?
You're always welcome. Like
Am I?
him and I have gone before impromptu.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
great.
I'll
Yeah,
make that happen.
And
Sure you will.
Pete.
I don't believe
Pete's
it.
great too.
I will.
Don't believe it.
Just say you're
We'll
picking
go
up
to-
orange slices for soccer. come and grab
Every store was sold out. You know, it took me forever.
Why are these orange slices blue and
Yeah,
hue?
we only have a couple minutes left.
Okay.
Let's do this.
well, let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
Let's do a quick shot.
All right. Happy birthday, Schmitty.
No, thanks.
Happy
Schmitty.
birthday.
guys.
Yeah.
Cheers
to the
another year.
weekend.
To
the man, the myth, the
to the
legend.
city of Edmonton.
Yeah.
Go Elks tomorrow. Go
Cheers.
Oilers tomorrow.
Yeah. Big
yeah.
big weekend coming up of sports.
2 for 2, hopefully. Get your birdie booze at Strathcona Spirits, just off White, or you can go to Sobeys Safeway liquor stores and jump in on that. It is absolutely delicious and great for golf. Great for just sipping. Great
Celebrating
for
anything.
drinking.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It goes down easy.
We'll
As
have
you
to have
guys-
some
I don't know
birdie
if
juice.
you watched it, but none of us like made that like wincy face.
No.
You know that when you take those shots, you go or whatever. Like none of that.
No, it's
It goes down so smooth and so
super
clean.
smooth.
It's amazing.
You know what I've actually thought? Well, first of all, we have to have the birdie juice on the tee box at the hole-in-one challenge, just to get people a little
Makes
loose. and-
sense,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Nip of courage.
Right, nip of courage. But secondly, I was wondering, like when I first brought the bottle home, because my wife, my mother-in-law, I wanted them to all try it. I was thinking you could probably mix this with like a soda,
Easy.
or maybe like a soda and a bit of orange juice or something like.
Yeah.
that
I think if you
kinda-
find the right Slurpee, you could put that in a good Slurpee.
Ooh, this has got movies all over it.
Schmitty
Take a
is like
Slurpee
the
to the movie.
mastermind who can
Like, and
concoct
especially if you
something.
find that blue raspberry one,
Yeah.
that would
no,
just mix perfectly.
no, find
but-
the Sprite.
Sprite.
And then turn
yes.
this into a Mountain Dew
Sprite.
Slurpee.
Yes,
there you go.
that's the way
Sir,
to
what do
go.
you have there? Nothing. It's just my Mountain Dew Slurpee.
Yeah,
What about
like it.
Toots?
that'd be interesting. I
They're
still
both birds.
6
Oh,
o'clock
yeah.
or lager, 3 parts, 1 part birdie booze. That's your drop shot.
Oh yeah, that was
like
That
good.
was
3 to
good.
1.
That was really good. We
think
found the
that's-
right
That's I think the right
Level.
consistency
Yeah.
for it.
We're basically scientists at this point.
at this point.
Yeah, we don't do sports radio or anything like that. We're just into booze.
Yeah.
Look at us. My mom's very proud of me.
So is my mom.
Very good, Tommy. I like these drinks.
Oh,
you
my
have.
mom's the other way. She's concerned.
Yeah.
Drinking too much and like she wakes up. She's 9 o'clock. I'm drinking. and
Just
she's
get
like,
her
really?
some. That's what
So-
works on my mom.
Yeah, just bring her
bring her
Tommy,
some
it's 10 in the
samples.
morning. Mom, have some. Okay.
That's almost it for the hangout. Sorry to have
Schmitty
to wrap
wanted to
this
say
up.
something.
Oh,
Did you have something there?
you just put
I
him on the
was-
spot.
so
Okay.
I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
Yesterday I rolled in with that poster and Belsey looked at me and I thought he was gonna punch my head off. I never put his face on it. He's choked.
Of course he is.
That poster is you, Maddie, Dusty, and
Rick.
Eric.
Yeah.
So
There's only so many faces on that
Put
picture.
his face on the
Gopher?
gopher.
yeah, if you don't know the poster we're talking about, it's like the Caddyshack
Yeah.
poster. With
Well, then
their
we got to
faces.
find something for Jay and
In the
could-
sun.
and then
And
to-
the
and then
sun.
Trev and Zach and
Where
Gager
does
and
it
Cass.
end?
And where's
Where
it
does it
end?
end?
It just you got to have the heavy hitters on that one.
Yeah.
Sorry to say.
Coming up next, it is the Lock Shop, Dusty and Huss at noon. It's Oil Stream, Dusty and Tommy.
And Scotty Upshaw.
Nice.
So Scotty
Huge,
Upshaw on
huge.
Scotty
guest.
Upshaw's joining us today.
oh, did not
I
know
like
that.
that
Stream.
podcast,
Yeah.
man. I've been listening to that for a long time.
Awesome. So that's coming up on the Oil Stream here at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in iHeartRadio as well as on YouTube tomorrow, 10 o'clock. It is Hello Hockey.
Yes,
Dave
sir.
Pagnata. Anything else?
CBD.
Okay.
The big man,
Well,
Bellsy,
obviously
he's
recapping
booking the show.
Yeah,
so.
also recapping though, obviously
Yeah.
Rangers Panthers from
Yeah.
tonight. Looking ahead to Oilers and Stars tomorrow night. Would you guys do a little recap of Vancouver a little bit? Because I know you're on the Vancouver
Probably
market.
not. We probably move
Okay.
on from Vancouver unless there's news or because I know there's been a
Well, their press conference yesterday was a little wild.
Yeah.
Some of the comments that
Yeah.
all going all over the place. It was a day in Vancouver.
We might have to dip into.
You might have to talk
Vancouver.
about media relations in Vancouver.
4:30 GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show and postgame show after the game.
Yes.
That's coming up. And then Sunday, 8 o'clock, Murray Curtis Stock. It's the VIP golf show. And then Monday, we're going to start qualifying people for the $100 hole-in-one at the ranch, July 3rd, thanks to our partner, Golf Town. We will qualify someone for the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival for the Saturday. We'll start doing that. And we'll be getting set for Oilers Game 3, recapping Game 2. So just busy time. And the Elks tomorrow, 2 o'clock.
What a time to be
pregame
alive.
Show.
What a time.
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, preseason. Our show, we'll maybe do a test run next week.
I think we will.
When it comes.
He's a little bit busy.
Just a bit.
Oh, next week.
Thanks to Hans from Blindman Brewing.
Yes.
Thanks to Schmitty from Strathcona Spirit. Tommy, Jay, Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the
Happy
EST
birthday,
Hangout.
Schmitty.
Happy birthday,
Presented by
Schmitty.
Two Hoots Hard Iced Tea live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Like I said, Lock Shop coming up next in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Have a great weekend.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,